No.
Oh, snap.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Before we get started tonight, people, I'm just going to give you a fair warning right now. We're taking all the air out of the room tonight. I'm in no rush. I feel good. And I hope you guys are feeling good because we got one heck of a show for you tonight. No stone left unturned tonight, y'all. Not one stone left unturned. How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good. I know about you, but a brother feeling good. Got his ups and downs, man, but things could be worse, so things are pretty damn good. What's up with you?
Oh man, you know what? Just for the heck of it. Let's pause for station identification and pay our respects for Concord. Let's give one a shot. Okay, now that we done paid our respects to Concord, Lou, do you have any memories? You played the game. Do you want to elaborate on Concord before we put this fire to the pan tonight?
Oh, you want to elaborate on it? Oh man, let me tell you something. It's a Gotti, man. It's a Gotti. It deserves to be number one. It's a Gotti, man. It's a Gotti. Great game, man. Great game, man. Let me tell you something, man, about that game. I'm just messing, Chad. It's not a Gotti. But hey, it could have been its own thing. But when they start comparing this thing to Halo, to Destiny, to Call of Duty, to the slow poke Overwatch and all that stuff, I said they're going to kill it. They're going to kill it because when you start saying that, people get that idea. They're like, oh, wait, give me a second. They'll be like, oh, man. Let me head in there. Let me play the game. Let me see if the game feels like Overwatch. When they play it, no, it's not like Overwatch. Oh, man, it was kind of like Call of Duty. Oh, it's not like Call of Duty. Oh, it's better than the PvP in Destiny. Huh? No, it's not. I mean, seriously, why do they keep doing that? And me, I'll be honest with you, when I saw that game coming out, right? When I saw that game coming out, I heard a lot of bashing. I told everybody, hey, listen, y'all should try it out. Give it a shot, and then come around, give me your opinion, see how you feel. And I was promoting, people to try that game, right? Because it was getting too damn bashed, right? Because it was getting too much backlash, right? But man, the developer had to come out and call what did he call everybody? Talentless freaks.
Talentless freaks.
Yep.
Didn't they hide the replies and trying to charge him to unhide the
replies? He did it 3 times. He was start charging people $8 once, $8 twice, $8 3 times. So I was like, man, I mean, if he was hiding the tweets, I was gonna ask him, hey, what's your damn PayPal so I can send you $100, man, because he seemed broke. I don't know how much.
Shout out to Metal Berserker 1, man. Shout out to you, man.
I don't understand.
Make yourself at home.
So after the dev did what he did, right? After the dev did what he did, I said, you know what? Take your Concord and shove it, because I don't like how you disrespect the customers out here. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm not going to take it. I mean, you can be trolled. You can be made fun of. I mean, you got a product out there. You either take it or just don't socialize. Just stay quiet. Let everybody talk. Let everybody let it out their chest. And let it do its own work. But no, you had to come out and add your 2 cents. And there you go. Take your damn Concord and shove it.
Wait. Doesn't usually say, oh, it never works that customers are always right. Supposedly that doesn't work all the time. The customers, not always right.
It don't matter, Shadai. You gotta treat your customers with respect. I can't tell no damn customer, don't buy our shit. Go to hell.
They already got paid, so they don't care about you. They already got paid.
Oh, they don't care about you. Well, then I'm not buying their game. I'm sorry. I mean, they fucked up with that. I mean, that's where you kill it. Because listen, this is what I don't get, right? PlayStation
what you don't
community,
get, Lou?
it's all about helping the devs. It's all about quality. It's all
Speak on it. Come on with
about
it.
all that stuff. Supporting the devs quality, PlayStation plus quality games. But damn, they playing 720 Wukong. They playing 720 Wukong, and they did not support their Concord game. What the hell, man? What the hell, man?
It's
What
going
the hell, man?
Let me add my 2 cents. Let me add my 2 cents to this right quick.
Uncovered. I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm letting my panel get the change the atmosphere. We're gonna raise them temperatures.
Let me get my 2 cents about this.
Go, baby.
Because I ain't got too much to say about Concord, right?
Hold on. Hold on real quick. We gotta give the word now.
Crazy.
They taking over. Forza Legend. He's keeping Xbox always. And God blessings. Nothing but love. Forza Legend in the building. Representing the West Side, baby. I see you. G4. My man, the AT alien in the building. Vlad. Hey, Legal. Welcome to Vlad TV. Legal, thanks for having me. Yo, Six Slayer, what you got to say, baby?
Yo, let me keep this real straight with everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is not about, I prefer Xbox, I rock this, I rock that, right? The gaming community as a whole, even PlayStation heads, right, is looking at this like, what the hell is this? And we come to find out they started development of this 8 years ago. What?
8 years ago. 8 years ago.
Right? So they looked at Overwatch and were like, let's make our own. And it took them 8 years to copy, you know what I mean? And it looks as copied and generic. And everybody knows. It don't matter if you're a PlayStation guy, Xbox guy, a PC guy. And everybody's.
How many years did it take to make 6?
8 years. They literally told us, right?
That's not that long, man. Come
on, Sick. Don't mention Overwatch. What happened with Bleeding Edge?
And Bleeding Edge. Right? Oh no! I don't even need to get it out. Listen, I can't speak on every aspect.
I remember that one. They got blasted with Bleeding Edge.
Come on with it tonight, baby.
Hold on. Everybody yell. Listen. There's 6 of us. I'm not gonna eat up all the talking points. I'm gonna leave y'all and speak everybody's aspect.
You good?
Oh no, I ain't gotta speak all the details, right? Because
Sig,
hold on.
I wanted to ask you a question, Sig, real quick. Where was the energy? Where was the energy on all these guys out here? Where was that energy? I mean that energy with that they had with Redfall. Where was it?
Oh no! I got you. Slow your roll.
Hold on. You know what's funny? I'm not like I always say. I don't say any names, right? Remember, I don't say any names. But I heard someone tweet out something saying, "Man, these devs, they all got jobs and all this stuff." But you know what's funny? When Phil, after Redfall release. Because this is the only clue I'm going to give. After Redfall released, right? Phil went on a podcast, and look how Phil got to the Redfall. But yet,
I got all of that. Listen, when it's your turn, you can talk about, because I'm not going to talk about every aspect of this, because it's the 6 of us. I can't be talking about every aspect and leave y'all nothing to say, right? Let me just say my 2 cents on it, right? I'm just saying, objectively speaking, right? Because I don't care about Overwatch neither. I don't even like that genre of hero shoot. I don't hate it. It just doesn't interest me, so I don't care one way or another, right? It doesn't matter if it's a seed, fail, whatever the hell, right? If y'all like it, I love it. If you hate it, I despise it. I don't care one way or another, right? I'm just saying, just like we all were on this very podcast and we talked about what we feel Spider-Man should have in a multiplayer, just for it to get leaked out that they did exactly what we said and they canceled it, right? Instead of doing that, right? They canceled that. Instead of doing SOCOM, they look at Overwatch 8 years ago and say, let's copy that, hook, line, and sinker with no originality, no nothing. and now they're wondering and they're shocked why the game is surprised. I was in a space last week, I think Friday, right? Talking to PlayStation heads who bought the game is like, we don't expect this to live a year, let alone 6 months. I mean, I ain't got to say any more than that personally. All these other aspects that you guys are going to talk about is all correct because I heard it a million times and you guys are right. You know, because we know the Xbox tax is in full effect. We got the examples of Redfall, Bleeding Edge, all these other games. They never treat Xbox fairly. But once again, the press ain't talking about none of that, right? But when it was Xbox's turn, it was all up Xbox's butt, right? So I don't care about. No, hold on, let me finish.
Okay, no, I was gonna tell you something. Wait. Remember, press started talking about it today because they were out for the weekend. You know, they were out for the weekend. You know, eating popcorn.
That was Friday. Listen, man. All these talking heads love to talk, and everybody knows they're full of shit. Everybody knows this. So, fellas, one and all I know is you guys can talk about a lot of details, and I guarantee the listening audience, everything these brothers are about to say is 110% true if you've been paying attention to us and others all this time. Everybody else is starting to realize what it is too, okay? Yep. Only the PlayStation fanboys is out here damage control and spinning for Sony, just like Sotness just said, right? It is what it is. Man. So, hey, Louis, you got the mic, brother.
All right, thanks. Thank you, Sick. Because I was going to add to that. I mean, look, Sick, right? You all remember a couple months ago, I think it was October, November. I think it was between those months. It was in September, December of last year. I think, you know, they came out, right? They came out, right? And they said, you know, there wasn't any Xbox tax, right? So all of us right here, right? We know that we all knew that it existed, right? We all knew 100% it was there. But a lot of people, you know, for us, the people were kind of like 50-50, like, oh, I don't know if it's 100% though. But guess what, media? You made it 100% this weekend. Seriously, y'all made it 100% because everybody out there was asking, what's going on with Concord? Why aren't y'all writing about Concord? I mean, where's the energy you guys have with Redfall? Where's the energy? Where's that still energy they have with Starfield that they keep on saying is empty? Where is that energy about the Series S? Because man, oh man, over the weekend, we all saw that Wukong on PlayStation, right, was a badly optimized game. I mean, it's badly optimized. We're not lying about that. I mean, even Digital Foundry, my friend Maurice, the Xbox tester, Gaming Tech. I mean, everybody jumped into Wukong and checked it out, and we all saw that the game dropped at 720 and all that stuff. You know, okay, we saw all that stuff. It was badly optimized for PlayStation, right? So we now figured out, right, why it did not release on Xbox, because it did not cover the quality control for Xbox to be released on it, right? And also 6 layer, I did some digging. I did a lot of digging over the weekend. I was going to talk about it on Saturday.
Oh, you did some investigative reporting?
Yes, brother, let me hear. I did some digging, and I talked about it this morning, but there was like a double sound on it. And so partly to didn't understand this morning. So I fixed it right after my 30-minute rant about how Wukong was the way it was. Listen, Tencent backed the fuck out of that game. Tencent went over there and said, hey, listen, yo, wouldn't you like to live in a place where you get paid the rest of the day to go play a video game? Guess what was that? In China, they sent the people out to go play the video game. They were getting paid to go buy the video game and play it. So that's why that game sold 10 million copies. Now imagine if Tencent didn't back it up. Imagine that. And badly optimized game. How much do you think it would sell? How much? I think it would have been between probably approximately like between 1 to 5 million. Probably will sell between that, but it wouldn't be this 10 million. So Tencent backed the hell out of that game. That's why in Steam estimated it was up to 8.4 million users on Steam. Now the rest is Epic and PlayStation. That's the rest right there. The rest is Epic and PlayStation. Oh my god! I mean, when I did my digging, I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. How this company, which, if you all didn't know, is #1 in video gaming revenue right now. It's #1. Yes, Tencent has passed Sony. I don't know if that changed, but they have surpassed Sony. They have surpassed Sony, right? They're #1.
JT in the building.
And look at this now, man. Look at this now. I mean, this game sold 10 million. Everybody's like, Wukong, whatever.
And you know, crazy Louis.
And man,
it's funny though. It's funny that you say that because you know we talk about China. It's Wukong, okay? If you don't know about Sun Wukong, you know Dragon Ball. You know Dragon Ball Z Goku. That's an adaptation of this very legend. You Chinese, you can't help but know this legend. You have to, or you're not Chinese, right? We know this legend, and we're not Chinese, okay? So out there in China, that's a popular legend. Everybody knows. There's all types of variations of the story.
And man, listen, and I'm happy the game is selling. I mean, don't count on that. I'm happy the game is selling. I'm happy the game is doing well. Hump is doing something because listen, that actually shook the world. It was a big world shakeup. It's a game that shook the world. It showed you how much power Tencent has, and the power that Tencent has is incredible. I mean, damn, 10 million 3 days backed by Tencent. That's
like
amazing.
I said. See, this validates what Xbox has been talking about all this time. They got to widen the market, and that game shows exactly what it is. And here's the other thing about this game, right? These PlayStation ponies love to make the narrative about, oh, PlayStation has it and Xbox doesn't. And then you look at Digital Foundry, right? When they talk the technical aspects of the game, it's clearly a bad port on PlayStation. Even PlayStation could do better than that, right? And the same, watch their faces. How many times they're trying to keep them laughing at how bad of a port it is. They could have done better, but it's a developer who's not used to developing on consoles, so we understand that from a point of logic, right? However, in China, once again, major legend. It's a major thing to them. So, of course, they're going to come out and show out. See, and if it wasn't for, right, because in China, they don't really have their PCs like that. And you see this game.
JyzalGamingTV, what's up, baby? 30 below, what's up?
It requires high-end hardware to truly experience it to its max. But if you have an RGLI or lesser hardware, Steam Deck, whatever, it can look pretty nice, right? Even the PlayStation version, like I said, it's a bad port. The PlayStation could do better than that. But here's the thing. These ponies love to, once again, wrap the narrative around, oh, some kind of exclusive, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't none of that. Come to find out, as we see with the PlayStation version, right? Sony will put out anything and everything, even if it's not ready to go. Xbox doesn't do that. Now we come to find out it has a memory leak and other issues. It didn't pass certification for Xbox. Xbox is like, no. You cannot put this on our platform in this state. And for a developer who's never put games to consoles before, you could imagine their first big hit, or not even big hit, big title period, or even title period, big or small, right? That they're going to have an issue. PlayStation seems not to care. They'll let anything on their system. It doesn't matter how powerful a PC or whatever, but hey, Rain G4, we're not on this console versus a PC thing. It's not about that. I'm just using that to show you the game runs on high-end hardware. If you have high-end hardware to throw at it, it can look beautiful, but it doesn't require that you play on Steam Deck or RG Ally, right? However, right, Xbox doesn't allow crap that doesn't function to be on their platform. There are standards. You have to pass certification, and it didn't pass certification. It's that simple.
Except for Redfall, though, because we got to take that hit. I just had to add that.
No, Redfall worked, and it had no memory leaks. It wasn't.
I know. I'm just messing. I'm just messing sick. I'm just adding.
How many PlayStation games have we seen where they have performance modes that don't perform? Right? Wukong is one of them now.
You got what's the other one? You got Forspoken. Yeah, that's another one. Thank you. Forspoken is another one that had issues.
Horizon had a colossal launch.
Horizon
still requires way too much hardware on PC. It still requires way too much hardware on PC with Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
No, if it was on PC, The Last of Us had it worse.
Last of Us was even worse than that. Yeah. So everybody loves to talk about these
Hey, they had Gumby in The Last of Us, man.
They're not really.
They had Gumby in The Last of Us, man.
They're not.
I mean, y'all making fun of my Last of Us. They had Gumby in the game, man. I mean, you saw the characters turn into Gumby. Come on, man. Don't be making fun of
shit.
They turn and said, "All right, listen, I know you got an hour. Take the microphone, man. You got an hour, man. Go for it."
I just found that out this morning, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And usually, the first thing that popped into my mind when I heard about this was, why can't companies be like Larian? They took their time one by one and fixed everything, and we still have to deal with this crap. And Wukong is one of those games that are like really major games that is like, here you go, and that's pretty much it. But I'm with Sick on this one. I think is Microsoft was like, nah, you got to put it up to standard. And I tag legal that one person misunderstood what Ecstasies was saying.
Always. There's always
They
don't misunderstand. They make up stuff. That's what they do. Okay.
Whatever you want to call it. They twist the wording so bad. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. I'm like, legal, you gotta see this. And people are just trying to follow it. They're trying to say it was a memory leak.
Baby?
And the only thing that they wanted was, please make sure that this is running. That's pretty much it. It just pretty much, the only thing that what Ecstasy was saying or whatever he got it from was pretty much like, please double check what you guys are doing so it could run pretty good on our system. That was pretty much it.
Yep.
Just double check on your work. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they trying to say, they're gonna cancel it indefinitely? What? Oh no, they're gonna delay indefinitely.
Lazy devs, bro. Lazy devs. Listen, these devs, this is what they have to do for PC individually. Have a team that optimizes for PC. Individually, have a team that optimizes for the PlayStation. Individually, have a team that optimizes for the Series X and S instead of having one software trying to optimize for all platforms. Oh, where's the bottleneck? This
Spartan. That's the reason why I said Larian is the best example.
Everybody out there, every dev, get your shit together, man. We're paying upwards of, doesn't matter whether it's on Game Pass, we're paying every month.
Spartan. Larian is the best example for being a great dev.
You want to know how many employees they have working on there? Just look for it. I mean, it says right here. No, but sure. Guess how many employees they have? Say a number. Chat, you can do it for the fun.
They found it. They found it in the parking lot.
Nah, I hope it was a funding in the parking lot. No, these guys are backed by 10 cents. What are you talking about, man?
Exactly, 10 cents. They only got paid 10 cents.
Oh, never mind. I look at the wrong.
Hey, Louis, how many employees are you asking about?
No, never mind. I just found out. I looked at the wrong game signs. It's like 2 game signs. That's where there was one in England.
Mr. Glass in the building.
But these guys have between 101 and 250 employees working in there. That's what they have. But it's okay. It's a fine size. Right? It's not a bad size.
That's a decent size. That's like a normal size.
Yep. Just fine. I thought it was 10. I was like, oh my god, you can't be for real. 10 employees.
Oh, man,
if it was 10, it would have been.
I have to do my browser. It's acting out.
I was about to go out there.
What's good, baby?
Damn, Funkmaster Flex.
But I found it because
it's going down tonight. They're not ready.
Because here's the thing, though, with China, you got to do a lot of digging to find out the information, man. You got to do a lot of digging, open all these websites, have a VPN on just in case. You don't know who might be hacking.
Not guilty.
They still both talking your country for playing games, bro.
What?
Snapchat's gaming in the building.
No, it's just funny how how funny it is. Everything goes. They don't want to mention anything about PlayStation. No, nothing. What happened with Forspoken? What happened to Horizon? They keep saying it, but they fix it. They fix it after a long time.
Mm-hmm. Don't release
it.
Exactly. Don't release it. I'm with you, Spartan.
I ain't done yet.
But that's
put the green screen.
But here's the thing, though, guys, and this is what I say about this generation, right? I cannot wait till we just jump to next gen. I cannot wait for just gen. I'm waiting for next gen 100%. Because look, I'll tell you why, should I? I mean, this is
I got a good reason, but go ahead.
No. You got to listen to what we got to say. Even Elvis me and Elvis has talked about this generation. I mean, this generation, everyone has had a problem with optimization. Everyone. I mean, look, they're out here celebrating about Wukong, not being on Xbox, right? They said it's all the series that's his fault. So I went in there and I asked them a question. I said, okay, can you explain to me this question, right? I got a question.
Wait a minute, Lou.
Well, go for it.
Go ahead and read it out, Lou.
Oh, not guilty. AEC Vic with a beautiful and an awesome $2 super chat. He says, Concord is this year's Cole for the naughty list. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord.
Christmas in August. When
you see that Golem even beat him, that's not looking good. Golem, the worst game in this generation. I mean, Golem, all you had to do is show a hair and you're caught and you're dead. That's
they
it.
are not even getting, that's how bad it is. They're not even getting Indiana Jones for Christmas, and we are.
Oh, damn.
Look, y'all.
Yeah.
Are y'all done?
But like I said, though, this generation.
Let me know when y'all are done.
This generation, we had to skip to the next one because I know next generation is gonna get all those games beautifully optimized better than this gen. I mean, that's my pain about this generation. That's my number one pain.
No, my biggest
before you move on, I blame Sony for that. You know why? It's very simple.
What?
Mostly developed because remember, for the PS5, right? It's the same development kit as the freaking PS4. Remember that. So that's the real thing that's holding us back. It's not even the Series S or even the PS4 itself, because the PS5 really just got off that tip last year, right? With Spider-Man 2, which we all know was really a PS4 game anyway, right? That's the real thing. These developers aren't used to these modern features and functions that we see in the Xbox and we see on the PC. The PS5 is missing that. That's why they're eternally with this rumor about the PS5 Pro that I still don't believe. But I see big names like Paris.
Chicago, they're not ready, famo.
So if they're saying that's real, whatever. I think it's fake up until I see an official announcement. I think it's false. But either way, going back to the point I'm making, that's the real issue. These developers aren't being forced to use anything new. They're still developing on PS4 level crap, right? So when it's time to optimize and do new things, like you see with Unreal Engine 5, which already is a little bit of a mess of its own, right? It's already tough to deal with, and it's still, and it's only just now you've seen a couple of games that perform pretty good, right? Vodka's right. PS5 was made to combat the One X. It ain't ready for these series consoles, right? And here's the funny thing about it. We've all said if the PS5 Pro really is real, all it's gonna do is make the new minimum standard of development the same level as what the series consoles have had for 4 years already. That's the real problem.
Can I add something to your narrative, Sick?
Yeah,
and I know I know they're gonna say like, what is Shadai's talking about? I'm gonna add something wrong about this gen, and that will be this $70 price tag that we got at the beginning of this gen. And look, what are we getting? That's why I was so skeptical about that, because now we're getting really messed up products to the customers. Now, that's my narrative right there. I understand the devs are being lazy. They shouldn't get not a cent from $70. They should get $40 for each game that they're gonna release.
Games should have been 60. It should have been 40 when they were 60, though. Like even when
that is 60, actually true.
Yeah, even when we were paying 60, we weren't getting the best quality.
Because we are getting pretty much crappy thing, on a rush. I don't know, poor optimization. I don't, what? It's sometimes I'm like, what are you guys are doing? 8 years for Concord, and we still getting, oh heck no. Even 40, that should have been like everybody keeps saying that should have been free to play. I don't know. We should start off from the price tag before we talk about any optimization. It's just bad. It's just really, really bad product that we're getting right now. This gen.
Well, why do you expect them to do any better when you got people that are pre-ordering digital games, buying these games once the hype sets in? There's no incentive for them to change the way they do it. because you keep it was you that was saying that Larian is the best. Larian is the best. I mean, Larian got Tencent to buy, I think, 35% of their company.
No,
so they had a lot of money to sit on and do this.
That's not
Most of these companies don't.
That's not what he was saying.
No, what I was
him
trying
say
to
what
say,
he was saying. Sick shit.
No, what I was trying to say about Larian is because the way they did it, like let's release it on the PC, PlayStation 5, and last Xbox. So it was like they were trying to fix every step, every release from each platform.
But don't they all do that though?
Not really, because the Concord they did it simultaneously, and look how it looks. And
you
look
said with Concord?
I said Concord, and that came out. Concord and freaking Wukong, they released simultaneously.
Well, see, the thing is, because all right, the reason why I interpreted what you said is that it's everybody is like Larian this, Larian that. I'm like, Larian had a different set of circumstances, and a lot of people went out talking bad about the devs who said, "Don't compare us to them. What they had was different," and it is. They're still a private company. Tencent bought 35% of them. Same thing with the Sobo, right? They're able to do things a little bit different than these companies that we're comparing them to. Why can't all AAA developers be this way? Well, EA has shareholders to answer to. They want money as soon as they can get it. Activision before Microsoft. Now that they're with Microsoft, still the same thing. But like, I think they all do things at their own pace, but there's no reason for them to change the way they're doing it. As long as we keep pre-ordering these games, as long as we keep buying them, once the hype comes out or they get good reviews and we just buy them, even though they might have poor optimization. Like, I don't think a lot of PlayStation fans bought Black Myth, but those who did, they still bought into it. I don't know how much they're charging for it.
I understand what you're saying.
$60.
I understand what you're saying, Bart.
They pay $60 for it, and it's got bad. And it's bad. It's poorly optimized.
I understand what you're saying, but when we started this show, we quickly said the devs are being very, very lazy. So that means they're gonna keep staying the same way if we don't do something about it as customers.
Look, I don't think it's laziness. I think it's time constraints. Because if you look at
not guilty EACV, PlayStation can't afford to port games over to Xbox.
Yes, they can.
They got
it's getting to a point. It's getting to a point to where they can't. See, we ain't gonna talk about PlayStation. I'm not gonna talk about PlayStation.
Y'all ready to be cooked tonight?
Look, I ain't gonna talk about PlayStation.
Care less about this stuff. This is minuscule stuff.
Okay, so what is it that you want to talk about, man?
Oh, you got me started.
Uh-oh.
You got me started.
It's Funk Master Flex. I'm checking you out.
I sat here for a week listening to all the crying, all the bitches.
That's what we call
all these fake-ass gamers.
We gotta
and all these people that got something to type on. Everybody's fingers ought to be bleeding right now because y'all didn't want to get down in this dirt. I'm about to go down to the graveyards and dig up some stuff. Y'all scared out here. Y'all want to give the streets 75%. As much talking as Sick does in spacing, you would have thought this would have been brought up. As much talking that Lou does in the morning, you would have thought what I'm about to bring up has been brought up. But no,
if you're talking about
everybody's scared,
bro, we were talking about this for months already.
I'm not scared. I'm bringing 100% because we over here on Di-RRec Gaming, we have a responsibility, people. And my boy B Congo, he's ready. The silverback is out the gate, baby. Let the monkeys out. And that ain't even a jab to Wukong. But those people did what they had to do. Their government and their nation did what they had to do. And it ain't nothing but Tencent just showing their face now saying we are forced to be reckoned with. Yep. We don't need none of y'all over in the West to support our games. Not one person in the West has to support not one game. They can do it on their own. I don't know if we can say that about us because, for one, donkeys don't buy games. You need Xbox games. Second, we got too many weak-ass journalists out here running their mouth, and they can't even play games. Third, we got influencers out here running their mouth, and they don't even play games. So we're all divided too much around here in the United States to ever do what the Tencent bunch did and what China did to bring their game home. We don't ever do nothing like that because we're too busy fighting amongst ourselves, amongst gamers. And the thing that I'm about to ask y'all, and I'm about to ask y'all right now before I get to cooking, is Xbox dying? Can anybody tell me that? Is Xbox dying? Oh, no, it's not dying.
Don't need to, let me hear you. Bring your voice down. Let me hear
wanna know what?
The thing is, Famo, the thing is, Famo,
Y'all talk for 35 minutes.
I'll let you cook,
Y'all
but
talk
wait,
for
Famo,
35
we're just giving you the mic for that because we're not
Bro,
gonna
you
say we're
gotta
gonna give you
yelling
the
down.
I'm
mic.
not
You're
done.
killing
I
my
didn't take
killing
no
my
mic
ears.
from none of y'all.
Yelling
None
down.
of
Come
y'all.
on.
Big Congo said, let me cook. And I'm about to cook tonight. Is Xbox dying? The question is, hell no, it's not dying. Some of y'all Xbox fans ought to be ashamed of yourselves because you guys fail to forget the vision. Legal's been telling you for years that this day was coming, that no matter where you look, no matter where you go, when they mention gaming, they're going to have to mention Xbox. You dudes don't like the truth because you dudes can't handle the truth. You dudes saw what happened to Indiana Jones and y'all lost y'all's damn mind. Like y'all forgot what's really going on. Microsoft was the key to all the madness that everybody's scared of. They've been scared of Microsoft since day one. They knew that if Microsoft infiltrated as the ghost in the shell, as the Imperial Wizard, the Imperial Empire, the Empire Strikes Back, they knew if that bad boy infiltrates systems, no one can compete. Now, the stupid FTC handed it over to Microsoft. I can't even click no more, y'all. So forgive me because I'm about to cook. The FTC thought they had Microsoft. They thought they had Microsoft right in their palms. And they gave Microsoft exactly their vision because we already knew the FTC was full of donkeys. Homeboy started talking in the beginning, telling the donkeys, don't worry. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to bring it home. Don't worry. We was like, what? This is a legal system and there's a donkey everywhere. I told you,
dude from the CMA?
donkeys are everywhere. There's a donkey politician sitting down in their seat. Right now, he's trying to shout out, trying to make laws in this country. And we wonder why things are screwed up around here. Donkeys are everywhere. And guess what they did, people? They told Microsoft, can you put your games on another system? And will it bother you to do that? If we give you this, can you put games on other systems? Phil looked at that and said, we've been doing that. As a matter of fact, we got 20 games already on systems. But the reason why you don't hear about it, because these games have already been in a third-party setting. We put Minecraft out there. Nobody was bitching and complaining about Minecraft. When Microsoft bought Minecraft, nobody was throwing fits about that because we know that Minecraft isn't a bragging right. It's for little kids. Nobody's going to be mad at little kids playing everywhere.
Not a bragging right. 420 million sales is not a bragging right. I mean,
it's not a bragging right. It's not a bragging right. Nobody runs around here because Minecraft was already made. Minecraft was Bojang was already made before Microsoft bought.
300 million sales, man. You crazy? I mean, I brag about it all the time.
No. That's not what he's saying.
Was already made.
An established name before
There's
Microsoft.
nobody running around talking about Minecraft, right? So because nobody was talking about, the reason why nobody was talking about Minecraft, because most of the people that you hear on Twitter weren't even playing Minecraft. They're not even a part of that community. A lot of them don't even play community games to begin with. So it's Xbox dying. They handed the keys over to Microsoft. What was Microsoft doing the whole time? They were making 10-year contracts for people. 10 years, and you can't erase it. They got 10 years with Sony, 10 years with NVIDIA, 10 years with Nintendo. Y'all the dummies. You gave the keys right to Microsoft. You stupid idiots. And now you will suffer because you gave them exactly what they wanted. So now So now you're going to realize Microsoft had to put those games out. Because why? Let's rewind this tape. When Microsoft was being a nice guy, before the big bank tanks, little bank theory even existed, Microsoft was out here trying to be the nice guy, right? Nobody wanted to play fair with Microsoft. We find out that Sony was blocking games off of Xbox. Xbox fans are like, why come we can't get this game? Sony and them playing like they ain't got nothing to do with it. The best thing that ever happened for Xbox fans was the FTC, was the EU, was the UK. All those trials were the most beautiful thing to ever happen to you if you was an Xbox fan. Because you learned so much. You learned so much. And the fact that Sony was blocking them games, they ain't have no excuse now. You cannot be mad. You cannot be frustrated at Microsoft reaching in that bag, going to get ZeniMax. So ZeniMax, yeah, I hear people out here talking about Phil was lying. Phil was doing this. Phil was doing that. Phil was talking for the now. As things were happening, Phil was talking for the now. So when ZeniMax came, that was before the FTC. Before all of that stuff hit the fan, Phil told us, yo, this is going to be to make the exclusive library on Xbox bigger. We're going to do this just for the fans. After the FTC, he's got to throw some of them bad boys out there. He's got to throw some of them bad boys out there. Don't get too caught up into, oh, this was a dead decision. No, this has to happen. But guess what it's showing? It's showing that Microsoft money isn't scary money. It's not scary. Shout out to my man, Shane G, Dale Hyperfame, my man, the General, Tashawn Farrar's in the building, Shane G in the building, KC is in the building. I'm about to cook. It's my time.
Realist, let me ask you a question. Realist, let me ask you a question. Come on,
hold on, Sid.
Legal. I'm asking you a question.
Hold on. Y'all cooked for almost 40 minutes. I didn't say a word. I've been quiet for a whole week. Listen to all this jibber jabber. Listen to all this fake mascara. People putting all this makeup on. Y'all knew what the deal was. Y'all just never wanted it to happen. Now everybody wants to act like they don't know what happened. Y'all know what happened. Just leapfrogged everybody. You got people up here been telling y'all what was going to happen. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all rather go watch some people that smack themselves and take their shirts off on the camera for y'all. But y'all call yourselves gamers. When is we as gamers do be doing some dumbass shit like that? When we do stuff like that, y'all getting mad for what? Phil Spencer told y'all they spend $1 billion on Game Pass a year. So look, Sick. They sit here and they make this, they say this saying, right? They say, oh, we're not the same. But I'm going to show you that we're not the same. Let me read something out to these folks, man. Let me read something to y'all. Y'all already know that PlayStation Plus has plateaued. We said that, right? I proved to y'all that PlayStation Plus has hit 47 million subscribers before. As a matter of fact, y'all can go fact check me right now. I'm looking at Statista right now. Back in December 2020, PlayStation's number of subscribers hit 47.4. In March of 2023, PlayStation subscribers hit 47.4. What happened this summer? 50%, right? Drop. This is where we're not the same. Xbox Game Pass fans, right, Sick? 75% of them are subscribed to what, Sick? Lou, 75%
Game
of them
Pass?
are subscribed to what?
Game Pass?
Game Pass Ultimate.
There you go. Who said that? Shada?
No, Louis. Yeah, Game Pass Ultimate. Yep.
Lou.
Game Pass Ultimate.
75% of the Xbox community pays for the highest tier.
I think you missed 5% and 70%.
Look.
You missed 5%.
75%.
It's an 80, isn't it?
75% pay the highest tier.
Yo, somebody needs to mute their mic.
Really?
Yo, that's real. He over there bumping Ghetto Boys. He down in the H. You gotta forgive me. Went gangster for a minute.
Go back to it, legal.
Bro, I thought it was muted.
I'm going back. I got y'all. Look, we are not the same. This is why we're not the same. Let me tell y'all something real quick. The media has to be here to pamper this weak-ass fan base called the PlayStation fan base. They're weak. Shout out to Jeremy Merchant all the way from Australia. Shout out to everybody popping up because I'm cooking. We don't look how the Xbox community don't need the media.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need the media. Xbox is just soaring, taking off, with or without the media. But guess who needs the media? The donkeys need the media. But this is where the media fails you. The number of subscribers in the donkey community, right? This is worldwide. This is the March 2023 because they haven't updated it since. Remember, PlayStation went mute. They gave up because they can't sustain over 7.4 million. PlayStation Plus Essential is the lowest tier. PlayStation Plus Extra is the mid tier. PlayStation Plus Premium is the highest tier. Donkeys, this is the disclaimer. If you are a super PlayStation fan, you can leave now because the temperature has been set too high. You ain't gonna like this show. And the only reason you ain't gonna like this show is highly hazardous exposing about to happen to y'all. All right? And it's gonna lead up to the reasons why things are happening to y'all right now. Because I've always knew this about the PlayStation community. They've been fronting ever since PlayStation Network. Like, I'm going to say this phrase one more time and we're going to move on. When we used to ask y'all, why do you have that PlayStation in dog shit ass network? Y'all's answer was to us, it's free. We were never the same from the jump. And this is why. The PlayStation community as a whole, PlayStation Plus Premium, only 8 million of them are subscribed to it. PlayStation Plus Essential, the lowest tier, 33.3 million. And PlayStation Plus Premium, the mid, 6.1 million. We are not the same because we were never the same. You guys never paid for nothing. You guys never paid for nothing. You got people out here asking about Killzone.
Uh-oh.
Why are you talking about Killzone when y'all didn't play the shit? Don't talk about none of your shooters when y'all didn't play the shit. We're not even going to talk about Destiny because y'all already know where Destiny's at right now. There's a pallbearer waiting for Destiny, just like there's a pallbearer waiting for Concord, like there's a pallbearer waiting for Rise of Ronin, just like there's a pallbearer waiting for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, just like there's a pallbearer waiting for your Stellar Blade. Y'all didn't even go out there and give Stellar Blade its proper flowers. Only 1 million in 3 months. That was the best y'all did this year. Best y'all did this year. You dudes, they talked about an extra 50% off of the 8 mil. That's sad. So now there's only 4 million y'all in the top tier. What? But Xbox is dying? Really? Phil Spencer was lying? Really? This is the stuff the media don't talk about. So let's keep cooking. I ain't done yet. Let's keep cooking. Yo, Sony has stopped updating the PlayStation Plus subscriber numbers. Now Sony done went quiet. You don't have no real state of the play shows. Y'all donkeys out there on Twitter acting like y'all hyped for some state of the play. When state of the play never showed y'all damn anything. What has state of the play showed y'all that y'all should get so hyped about? Nothing. You guys don't even have a pipeline. You know why? because Sony threw all their eggs in the bag up front. Sony already knew where this was going. They already knew where this was going way before any of this shit happened. So that should tell y'all something. If you're a PlayStation fan, that should tell y'all something. They weren't souring on y'all asses way before this court case stuff even hit the fan. They were hot out the presses. They came out lying to you. Jim Ryan came out lying to y'all. Y'all want to talk about Phil Spencer? No, Jim Ryan came out lying to y'all, talking about we believe in generations. That shit hit the fan in 1 month. You didn't see the man's media go interview him. What happened to those interviews? Y'all were quick to crucify Redfall.
Woo!
But if you would have got Redfall, y'all have been clapping for it. Y'all knew it was the only thing that would piss y'all off.
Do a tenth
You
of what
knew it was a third-party game. You knew it was coming on your platform, and Phil took it off, and y'all got pissed about that. Same reason why you got pissed about Starfield. The whole damn industry went stupid over Starfield. Grown-ass men went stupid over Starfield. You guys can't tell me that this industry ain't full of shit. Like I told y'all, we saw what happened to The Last of Us 2. We saw how they pushed that game to get a damn Gotti. Any YouTuber that said anything, criticized it on any level, got shut down. We saw what happened to Hogwarts. Hogwarts should have won Gotti. So the gaming media is a joke. That's a clown show. So what's really the vision for Xbox right now?
What's really good?
Vision? The vision is what you see. Gaming has always been about having fun. When has we as gamers lost sight on that? Gaming is about having fun. When I was coming up, I didn't care who had a Nintendo. I didn't care who had a Sega Genesis. I didn't care who had a Sega Master System. We didn't care who had a Neo Geo. We didn't care about who had an Atari or a ColecoVision or an Intellivision. We went across the street and we played those shits. Now you had a purpose to why you had the game. Most of the people who had an Atari didn't have no damn purpose because you was riding the bandwagon. That's the Atari mindset is the PlayStation mindset. PlayStation fans can't really tell you why the fuck they got a PlayStation because I just gave you the numbers. They can't tell you because they love PlayStation Plus. They can't tell you that. They're lying. They can't tell you because they play big ass exclusives, Sit, Lou, Spartan, Realist, Eternal, because they're lying. They can't tell you because they got the best controllers. They're lying. What the hell you got it for? Oh, because everybody has it. It's popular. Right. Just like the Atari fan base did. Just like the Nintendo fan base did. Not this fan base, the old fan base. That's why the Sega rebellion was so strong and whooped his ass. Because Sega makes games. They make arcade games. You could go to an arcade dungeon right now and find you a whole bunch of Sega machine games in there. They make games. So because they was eternally making games, Nintendo couldn't do shit about Sega. The best thing that ever happened to Nintendo was Sega getting out of the industry. That was the best thing that ever happened to Nintendo. The best thing that ever happened to Nintendo. And as far as you Nintendo fans, you better hope that Nintendo has come up with a grand scheme idea for the Switch 2. Up for your ass. Because Nintendo, if you give them a Switch and it's doing the same thing as if you give them another Switch and it's doing the same thing as this Switch, good luck. They're not jumping over. They're not jumping over. They're just like the PlayStation fans. All these PlayStation 4 gamers still on their PlayStation 4s. They're not jumping over, and they don't have no reason to. So Xbox is going to do it for y'all. Y'all don't want to play for your games. You don't want to pay for your games, right? You guys talked about Game Pass. You guys talked about it was a coupon service. But all along, y'all was the coupon nation playing PlayStation Essential on PlayStation Plus.
Meanwhile, they funding our Game Pass for us by playing those games for $70 while we get it for free. You got our sloppy seconds and you paying for it.
Sick, I plead the fifth,
and
baby.
you think that's a W. And here's the question I want to ask you, yo. It seems so funny when you talk about the FTC and the CMA and all that other stuff, right? Like, the CMA and the FTC played right into Xbox's hand because now all Xbox has to say is, y'all made us do it. We gave them, a little bit of a contract here and there because, we have to, right? We thought it was right. But you forced us to make it even longer, and they still didn't accept. Right? Oh, we're talking about Sony because the rest of the industry was cool with it. The Valve was even like, yo, we don't even need to do a contract with you. We trust you not gonna. And this is Microsoft and Valve we're talking about. Remember the same Valve who made the Steam machines and were going so hard on Linux and talking all this shit about Microsoft? That same Valve was like, yo, we don't even need a contract with you. We trust you not to do us wrong. Nintendo was like, yeah, we'll take that deal. Ubisoft was like, yeah, we'll take the rights in Europe to do the cloud stuff, right? Like, meanwhile, Sony has the biggest flop ever. You talk all this shit about Redfall. You talk all this shit about Bleeding Edge. The biggest joke ever. Even at our worst with Redfall is 10 times better than you could ever dream of doing right now. Your own people don't want to play it. PC heads don't want to play it. The Chinese don't want to play it. The Europeans nobody want to play a generic ass game that looked like a game from 8 years ago. That's all y'all did.
Real quick, I like what Laker 2020 said. He said, it looks to me Xbox needs Nintendo and PlayStation 5 for sales. Nintendo got 100s of IPs. They need nobody. Okay. All right, Laker, you got a point there. But here's where you're wrong. If Xbox was so weak, why did the FTC make a deal with them to put their games on their platform?
Exactly.
Okay? I know you're scared. That's a scary comment. But smart people understand that it wouldn't make no sense to ask the weakest console platform, right? Supposedly, right? Because we all know where Xbox comes from. And we all know that Microsoft
they beg for our games. They beg for our sloppy seconds at $70.
So the whole point that Xbox needs Nintendo and PlayStation is laughable. You and I both know that, but I get it. That's just pain right there. That's a pain.
Legal, it's a difference between need and want.
That's right. If
Xbox needed them to stay alive, they wouldn't be buying publishers for $70 billion. Right? It's not a need, it's a want. Xbox is owned by Microsoft. They want all the money in the world. $3 trillion company. Mm-hmm. There's never enough. And just as much as Xbox wants Nintendo wants Xbox. They don't reject anybody's games from coming to their platform.
Really?
PlayStation either. Right.
Really? This is what's funny. When people say stuff like that at emotions, who signed the deal for 10 years? I thought
everybody.
Microsoft was signing the deals.
So
everybody.
Hold on, watch this. Who gets Call of Duty on their platform for 10 years?
PlayStation.
Because of who?
Everybody, because of the FTC.
Yep.
Who owns Call of Duty?
The Microsoft.
Say it again.
Microsoft, Xbox, Microsoft.
Say it one more time, Lou.
Microsoft and Xbox. Those are the owners. Those are the owners.
Rest my case.
You know what the beauty is that a lot of them individuals don't know, that the key thing about Microsoft and Xbox is their software sales. Windows software. They want to be in every home, in every screen around the world. Therefore, you got Game Pass, Fire Stick. You got the Xbox mobile division getting stronger. You've got everywhere you want to go. You could play on it.
Spartan, and they can't let pride get in the way of that.
Hey, Spartan,
they can't let the fact that people didn't buy an Xbox get in the way of being on every screen. So they'll take it any way they can get it, from streaming to consoles. Go ahead, Legal Man.
Hey, Spartan, who's more powerful, Tencent or Nintendo?
Oh shit,
Tencent.
Okay. Where's Tencent from, Lou?
From China.
Okay. So
China.
See, the problem with people like Laker thinks Nintendo's unfadable because they're in their own lane. They're in their own lane because they really can't compete. If it wasn't for the region, you don't have Nintendo anymore. That's it. You don't have Nintendo anymore. So, what if Tencent comes out and wants to play along with the Switch? You think Japan can compete with China? You're worried about the wrong person. Look, the Nintendo will run to Microsoft for safety. Sony will run to Microsoft for safety if Tencent comes out to play. See, we already know who took out Google. Game Pass took out Google. Google's a giant, though. Google's a giant.
And it was a little bit of suicide, too. We do got to add that little bit of seppuku they did to themselves. It was really funny because they sat there and did nothing because they realized,
the thing is, you want to know something? Microsoft bought everyone who was partnered with them. Microsoft took everything away from Google. They went in and bought everything. They said,
everything.
It's true. It's true because because I remember, because a lot of people love to talk about how Stadia worked pretty good, and it's true, right? But the thing about it is, I always ask, they fell flat on their face as soon as they came out, and it's almost like they literally did nothing, and they stayed face down in the dirt until finally a ref came over and said, all right, it's done already. Fight's over, they lost. That's all that happened. And I started to realize months back, it's exactly what you guys just said.
Yep.
They opened their eyes and realized, we should have never even have played this game. Look at Amazon, right? Remember when it was Phil, Reggie, and whoever was in charge of PlayStation at the time, right? They all stood up together, right?
Sean Layden
and Sean Layden, right? They all stood up together. No, Phil was there, right? And they all stood together, hand in hand, and we all
Video Games Awards,
right, and we all perceived it as right. The console manufacturers are standing in solidarity. At least they'll compete against each other, but they know their enemy is Amazon and Google. Google realized, oh shit, we shouldn't even be in the ring with them. This is not our game. Amazon, as you see, right? They also must have realized the same thing because instead of competing to try to destroy them with all their money and spend a lot of money and effort just to fall flat on their face like Google did, they're doing other things, right? They parlay with Xbox. They'll parlay with Sony. They have a couple of games on their cloud situation, right? Because they have a cloud situation too. But they realize, where are they going to get the games from? They would have to buy a bunch of developers and do a lot of rah-rah they're not used to, just like Google realized. So they said, you know what? Let's just work with the other manufacturers out there. Now you see the Fire Stick, blah, 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 and they're doing all that work with Xbox, right? Like, that's what they realized. And Google should have realized the same thing, but they realized way too late after they done spent way too much money to be like, you know what? Maybe we should have just left this alone. So now you got the CMA and the FTC looking like clowns, giving Microsoft exactly what they wanted all along anyway. That's all that happened. And it's hilarious to see it because they act like they think they won, but that's what Microsoft, number one, wanted all along. Number two, they asked for all along, but they let them act and feel like they forced Microsoft into it. So now Microsoft can do whatever they want and put their hands up and be like, they made us do it. So we're not the monopoly. They made us do it, even though they wanted to do it all along. They want their games everywhere to make this money on everybody's back.
What would have happened if Call of Duty wouldn't be on PlayStation? What would have happened?
It would have been a whole legal thing from the CMA and the FTC, and they would have been right about it. And Microsoft realized that. And I'm going to give you the perfect example. Everybody loves to talk about Call of Duty, right? But when Doom the Dark Age was announced, nobody sweated the fact that it's multi-platform, right? Everybody's talking about Indiana Jones and this and that, and everybody assumes now that Blade is probably going to be multi-plat too, right? Nobody sweated Doom. Why? Because it was understood. It's like, duh, right? Some people want to make a big rah-rah about stuff we already knew was going to happen all along. And Doom is the perfect example. Nobody made us think about that. Not PlayStation fanboys, not PC fanboys, not Xbox fanboys, and whoever. Nobody, everybody understood. It's not even a surprise to nobody. Now, is it? That just goes to show people want to make a bunch of rah over things they already knew was going to happen and already accepted was going to happen. If you ask them in their heart of hearts what they thought was really going to happen, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Xbox, and we got these clowns in here in the chat, right? With no profile picture. They come in, love to argue with us, but thanks for the views, though. We appreciate you.
Yo, Sig, these dummies argue with their own platform. See, that's what gets them in trouble. That's what makes them comedy. Their purpose is to be pure comedy. Half the time, they don't even know what the hell they talking about, right?
Himself.
But listen, it's easy. Watch this. They'll watch this. Watch how they ignore this, right? So they're gonna look at Sony, and they're gonna look at people who work for Sony. They're gonna look at them, and when we say what they say, they don't hear it the same. So I'm gonna read this out to the donkeys out here who fell in the chat. Because look, there's one kingpin up in here who's a part of the same trash ass level tier. He's over there probably don't even use PlayStation Plus.
They probably called him over. Thanks for the views, dummy.
Oh, look. He's in that same dumpster. He ain't putting no work in. Look, ex-PlayStation boss Sean Layden says exclusivity is your Achilles heel if games cost exceed 200 million. What happened? So that means your Spider-Man didn't make budget. That's right. Anybody that knows better understands that Spider-Man 2 barely made profit. Barely made profit. Spider-Man 2, we found out was over 300 million. That dog shit ass mid-tier looking game cost Sony 300 million where you can spin your webs out of Lake Hudson. Well, it make no sense.
You know, they just keep landing on fast, you know, just keep landing.
Eddie Brock isn't Venom. The name Venom is Eddie Brock and Venom. They came up with that name. You can't just say Venom. You can't just say Venom. If it's not Eddie Brock, it's not Venom. But you dudes play those weirdo Spider-Man games. You dudes play those confusing ass Spider-Man games where Mary Jane runs around doing one hit quitters on everybody. That's what y'all do because that's what y'all get. That's what y'all deserve. You get dumb games because y'all are dumb. The PlayStation bosses tell you, and you still come out here arguing, acting like y'all playing these damn exclusives. None of y'all in that chat did anything for Final Fantasy VII. I bet. Let's go. Show your game attack. Show us what you did for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I dare y'all. None of y'all did anything for Rise of the Ronin. Y'all are just here for comedy purposes. Look, none of y'all did anything with Stellar Blade. Y'all are hot air balloons. Y'all don't do anything. Y'all ain't do nothing for Concord. Y'all supposed to be out here having PlayStation parties with your PvP. Y'all ain't even supposed to be on. Look, Legal got y'all on Di-RRec Gaming. I got y'all on Di-RRec Gaming, and we supposed to be burying Concord today. And y'all didn't even go to the funeral.
That's sad. That's sad. They don't back up Concord. They didn't back up Helldivers either.
They don't back no game up. They only back the
Helldivers. That's crazy.
I gotta give a shout out to King Trash. Look, King Thrash, my bad. King Thrash Gaming, because look, as much as we jab at each other, but I saw what you did to Oh No It's Alex, man. I thought that shit was funny as hell. But you was right. Because you was right. Steam is a platform. Like I said, we're out here being dumb. We're out here listening to people who don't even know what they're talking about. Like, that's the funny part. Like, listen, if you're going to have a mic, right, at least tell the truth. Just tell the truth. I understand Xbox fans who are mad that Indiana Jones went to PlayStation. I completely understand that. Because it was just a couple months ago where Phil Spencer said it's not going to go. I mean, listen, I don't care how you feel about it. It's not going to go means it's not going to go. Then you wait till Gamescom, right? We've been waiting. Look, Indiana Jones has been said it was an exclusive game. But see, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. That, look, we've been programmed to think the word exclusive just rubs you so right. I know it does. When you hear that word exclusive, it makes you think your console was made out of platinum or gold, 24 karat gold, and it makes you feel so good as a gamer. I get it. So we as Xbox fans are no different. We were holding on to that Indiana Jones like it was 24 karat gold. And when Phil Spencer said, listen, man, I'm the modest man. Everything I touch is gold. Don't worry. Y'all got 24 nuggets over there. I'm taking care of y'all with Game Pass. Let me give PlayStation one nugget. Now, Luke, we agreed. It was stupid. It was a stupid. Here's the problem with Microsoft that we as Xbox fans have a problem with.
Yep.
The messaging has always been
crazy. That's the thing I complain the most about Xbox. I mean, that's the number one thing I always complain about. They need to get the damn messaging better. They need to market their shit better. They need to do a lot of stuff better. Because
Spartan, look, Spartan, look, Luke. The way that happened, to me, it showed me that Indiana Jones was already a timed exclusive. Either that or
Pete Hines said that it was a contractual whatever it is.
There you go. Right. Look, with Disney and Microsoft, right? Mm-hmm. So, and also the legal system. They had to. We don't know what it is, y'all. Look, none of us know.
Microsoft
is. The weird thing is when you are telling your fan base that something is exclusive, all the way up till we finally get a release date, and then you say, "Oh, we're giving it to PlayStation for spring." When all they had to say was it was a timed exclusive from the jump. So that tells me it wasn't a timed exclusive. That tells me something else. There's more than meets the eye.
It was multi-plat all along, long before Microsoft bought ZeniMax.
Now that's true.
More than likely.
That's true, Sick. I'm not going to argue that. We see, Sick, we know that, right? But when they got bought,
Concord took 8 years. Indiana Jones could have realistically taken the 4 that it's been taking. Just saying.
It was cooking in the back while they
Lotus Esprit, welcome. Dale, welcome. Hey, my man,
well, remember that Lucas Games always been multi-platform. Look at Star Wars.
Look, there you go.
Deathloop was on the PlayStation, then it released on Xbox before the acquisition, right? Then they did the acquisition. Indiana Jones, fair trade.
Look, King Thrash said something right here that's a fact. Okay, let me hit it right here for him. Look, Microsoft don't own Indiana Jones just like MLB is and owned by Sony.
Yep.
That's the key.
Oh, and he done learn that lesson. He's right. There you go.
But,
he learned that lesson.
They don't. But how long was MLB on Sony before it came to Xbox, right? Because Sony had that agreement that it was exclusive. Sony never said it was time. It was exclusive. And year after year after year after year, nobody was confused about MLB. Nobody.
Famo, real quick, let me add something to Indiana Jones. I mean, I looked for it because I remember Todd Howard talked about it in a showcase or something. In an interview, he explains how Howard pitched Lucasfilm back in 2009 to make an Indiana Jones game. So this talks has been going on since 2009. And Microsoft bought Cinemax in, what was it, 2020, 2021?
Right.
Yeah, so these talks were since 2009, man. 2009.
Indiana Jones was a passion project for Todd Howard.
Yes, sir.
I get all of that. My thing is, the Xbox. There was some Xbox fans, and it's deserving. I'm not against them. Enraged about how it went down because it was at Gamescom. We were looking for a release date, right? The messaging is off. It either you don't wait till the end. You don't look. There's just certain ways you do things, right? Nobody's going to make me believe at Gamescom, Sick, at the very last minute, somebody whispered to him and said, look, we got to put PlayStation up on there. It's coming out in 2025 in the spring. Make sure you put that out there right now because we just got a phone call. That ain't what happened, man.
No, they plotted that, and that was the perfect stage to do it. It's Gamescom. It's Europe. That's Sony country out there. They pay to make sure only they can advertise games. As far as Europe is concerned, because I've talked to people in Portugal, Spain, whatever, who have no bias one way or another. All they know is PlayStation is because that's all that's advertised to them. They go to a football game. You know what we call soccer out here in this country? I call football. Okay, Louis. Okay, Shaddai, I'm sure you guys, you refer to as football like I do, right? Out there, you go to a game, FIFA, right? I'm just talking about the sport in and of itself. You go to an arena and watch a game, a stadium, right? You see them Sony ads, that PlayStation ads everywhere. You'll never see an Xbox ad in Europe. That's Sony country. So when they're finally going to drop this news, of course they knew it, and they were waiting to do it there at Gamescom because that's where it's going to have the most impact when these PlayStation dudes find out, hey, that Indiana Jones is coming to PlayStation. That's why they didn't wait till next year to do it, because Gamescom isn't in the spring, it's in late summer, but the game will already be out on PlayStation, so they have to announce it now.
I got a question. I got a question to the panel. Are we making a DJ thing? Because here,
shout out your phone.
Sounds like we're making a beat. I think it was a beat right there. I was like, oh man, we're making a beat.
Yo, look.
That's what happens when you play Doom.
Right.
Oh,
no. I listen. Everything you said, I have no issue with. Right. My only issue was the fact that everybody thought it was an exclusive until that time. Right. You're looking at it like Gamescom was the perfect time to say it, and most people are saying no, it's not. If it was timed, because here's how people are thinking, Sig. You had a chance for people to go, and this is where I'm gonna go with this. This just shows you that Microsoft isn't caged into one entity. It's not caged just in the console space, right? For them to throw Indiana Jones like that shows you that the console space is not their only grab anymore. It's never been. But the fact that there's still people who still think they are, this is the proof right here. If this doesn't show you that Microsoft is not caged, nothing else shows you. The fact that they did that tells everybody that they do what they want to do. They're not scared. That took a lot of bravery to do it at the moment. Do I agree with it? No. But is it something that they should have, if the game was going to PlayStation anyway by now, and they realized, look, we're gonna do it before Gamescom, 6 validated. Well, let's just do it at Gamescom. Let's get it on out of the way where there's massive viewers looking at it. PlayStation fans are going to be looking at it, and they're going to see that they're going to get it too, right? Now, here comes the stupidity part. People think the whole entire slate of Xbox games are going to go on PlayStation. Listen, y'all. Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? I'm going to be honest with you. Microsoft came into gaming as a software company. Because why? Prior to Xbox, Microsoft was what, people? A software company. Microsoft wasn't known around the world for Xbox. Microsoft was known around the world for Windows. How did Windows blow up, people? Because Windows is an operating system. What is the purpose of operating systems? To operate a system within an entity, right? What is the least concern of the creator of an operating system? To be caged in. The only people that operate like that are successful people that hold the traditional weight. That's why I'm going back to this Nintendo thing real quick. Apple couldn't do it. Apple couldn't do it. As big and bad as Apple is, Windows is on that on those iMacs now. Nintendo's gonna be next, people. I keep telling y'all this.
Nintendo better worry.
Knows is
about
next.
that Switch too. About that Switch too. They can't have the same gimmick again. It's not enough. It's just not enough.
Here's the reason why Nintendo is next, people. Sig, where's yours at? Where's your Steam Deck at, Sig? Anybody got a massive handheld? The Switch is now messing with this bad boy. Not at all. Let me tell y'all what's gonna happen. When that Xbox handheld comes out, is going to do what? Put another competitive handheld out on the market. Exactly. It's going to put another competitive handheld out there in the market. Now, Nintendo was forced with, if they can't make good tech handhelds, nobody's going to want that shit after a while because people like to not be left out. That FOMO is a beautiful thing. Sound aside for real quick. Concord, the most recent turd-filled diaper in a garbage pail's worth of foul Sony diapers. Damn. My man just came out swinging. We're going to repeat that. Concord's most recent turd-filled diaper in a garbage pail worth of foul Sony diapers, a game no one ever asked for. Yet their fans imping hard.
Simping hard.
Oh yeah. I forgot to ask. Simping hard.
Simping hard.
And look, he's right. Look, okay. Hey, yo, Cypher, we're not going to sit here and act like we don't understand why they're doing it. They're doing it for the pride of their flag. The problem is they're not holding the flag. See, it goes back to my saying. We don't just salute the flag. We wear the jerseys, okay? So the ones that are wearing the jerseys are on the field. The last thing the people on the field are doing is looking up at the stands. PlayStation fans are never on the field. They're always way up on the stands. When the national
in the
anthem
cheap seats, in the nosebleeds,
national anthem comes up, they stand up. They look important until the national anthem is over with. They sit their asses back down, and the real players are out there on the field. That's it. So now here's the metaphor with that. Are there more players on the field, eternal shout out, than it is on the fans in the stands? I mean, never. You'll never have more players on the field than the stands. The stands will always outnumber the players. That's Xbox. Okay? Now, who makes the most money? The fans or the athletes, Lou?
Who makes the most money? What?
Who makes the most money?
Oh, the athletes.
He ain't being out of pocket. Don't do that, fellas. If in fact, I was about to answer one of the things he said, and now I can't see it. But he said something to the extent of, number one, that don't put that on Sony because they're not paying for ads and exclusivity in Europe. Number one, yes, they are. This has been proven. Like I said, the best thing about the ABK situation was all the receipts that came out. So go back and do that research, brother, and you'll find that out. Secondly, when you're trying to say another statement that you had, and I have to paraphrase because I don't know what mod took out what you said, right? But you said something to the allusion of something like you said, Xbox can't sell enough, right? So they need PlayStation and Nintendo. No, that just means Xbox has games and you want them. It's that simple. That's why Microsoft is doing it, because they know y'all will crack it out and crash out and pay $70 for our sloppy seconds. It just is what it is. Because the show is on the other foot, y'all would be 10 times more savage than that. It is what it is.
That's correct. Also, real quick, I'll go to his point too, because he's correct on that too. It's not just a service war; it's a chip war as well. But we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, it is.
Todd and Cypher, they aren't holding the Sony flag new legal. No, sir. They're holding Herman's Johnson. Get ready for another Dutch runner. They're
You can't change anybody's mind, man. You can't even make up yours. Please, sir, don't go there. Don't go there.
This is true also. Hey, Judah, I'm not going to disagree with you.
That's why they fired all of those people at marketing. Well, not fired, but they got a whole new marketing situation. I don't think we've seen the impact of that just yet. So we'll wait and see on that.
Hey, Dia, they're not ready for what you just said. Okay. Okay. Everybody's looking good tonight. Look, I'm not keeping up because we're cooking, but I'm looking. I see y'all are on it, man. Look, nobody's lost over here. All right. Look, here's the thing. We're going to get back into gaming. All right. I know for some of y'all that's hard, but listen, we're going to get back to gaming. All right. I'm just going to be honest with you. When we were growing up, like I said, damn G4, he just had to. Don't forget, G4 in the building. Don't forget, FTC is watching. No, for real. Okay, let's not be funny real quick. This is serious business. FTC is hounding Microsoft. They got the magnifying glass on Microsoft, and this is facts. Don't forget, FTC
especially
is watching.
now because they made them look bad.
Facts. Don't forget, the FTC is watching. They have to spread games around. That's it. Look, because Microsoft is too powerful, man. Just like Tencent is too powerful. Okay? The last thing PlayStation fans want is the Tencent to come out and play. If that happens, Sony's gone, bro. You can't save Sony. All right? So
and gamers of all walks have been saying that. Xbox, PlayStation, we all been saying that. Nah, you don't want trying to come in and try to run roughshod over the industry. We all don't want that.
The FTC can do something if Microsoft breaches what they said they would not do. Okay? So
and there's no way they're going to do that. There's no way Microsoft will do that because
Microsoft isn't going to do that.
Because that's against their best interest. Like I said, that's what they wanted all along. So why would they? They want those big titles, right, on every platform, and they get the money for it. They're all paying $70 for Call of Duty, and who gets that money? Microsoft.
Hey, Sick, this is where they got Microsoft messed up. I don't think people understand what they bought. Okay, Microsoft didn't just buy studios; they bought publishers. Activision is a publisher, okay? ZeniMax, publisher, all right? Bethesda, studio, all right? Y'all get where I'm coming from? Marvel Studios is a studio, but Disney is a publisher, all right?
Microsoft said $100 billion on those two. Yep, $100 billion on those two. By the time they pay up. And they gotta get back they gotta get that money for the investment, which they most certainly did. But they spent all that money to make money.
Fact.
Way more money than y'all imagine.
If anybody thought Microsoft was gonna buy all those games and keep those games exclusive on Xbox, if you thought that, you was dumb. Nobody in their right mind. Okay, all right, here we go. We're going to the Drug Dealer Anonymous so y'all can understand this. Got to go down to the block of dope kings. Lou, I need about 20 keys.
Hey, now.
Lou sends me 20 keys. What good is it, Lou? I buy 20 keys from you, Lou, and they just sit in my room. I got all the keys. I bought all the keys from Lou, and they just sitting in my room. What good does that do?
Nothing.
For me. Nothing.
Nope.
They don't do nothing until I hit them streets, right? And distribute everywhere that I can sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I sell it in California. I don't care if I have to sell it in New York. I don't care if I have to sell it in London. The bottom line is it's sold. We sell it, we get the money. That's it. What people don't understand is that's publisher mindsets. Studio mindsets. Hey, you know what? We believe in that game. We think that game is going to be a hit. So we're going to give you money up front. We'll do whatever we got to do to make this a hit. Okay? You saw that with Wukong. The government and his people did what? For that studio. All right. That studio isn't pushing out games everywhere. They're creating games. Publishers have a platform. Devs have a studio. Microsoft bought publishers.
Mm-hmm. So their studios, their games are going to be on Xbox. Matt Booty explained this. That's why a lot of y'all, for y'all to think that Forza Horizon 5 was going to hit PlayStation this year was stupid. Maybe sometime down the line,
where Microsoft is cashing so hard, where it makes the PlayStation turn into the Xbox, maybe then. Maybe I could be wrong, but there is something that I'm right about. PlayStation is looking like Xbox every single day. Not guilty. AEC Vic says there will be more ponies in the chat, but the roadmap got them lost. Message approved by the AEC. He's right. They made a wrong turn at Albuquerque, famo. They ain't got no roadmap. They lost out here, famo. Yo, Rain, Windows is all around the world, but yet they want a publisher. Look, Rain. They want a publisher like Microsoft with Windows, right? To stay right here in the United States.
And that's the funny thing, too. When you look at about Windows, right? Let's rewind to its predecessor, DOS. Remember? When the IBM PC was in development, right? IBM was looking for an operating system, right? They went all over the spot. If you know the history, Microsoft didn't even make what they eventually made into DOS. They bought it from somebody else, right? For cheap, right? And in fact, he sued them later to pass off a little bit of money, a little bit of bread here and there, blah, 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 right? Microsoft said to IBM, yo, we got an operating system. However, look at this ignorance here. I'll get to that later, right? Microsoft was like, yo, here's the thing though. We got this operating system for you. We'll get it for you. Or it'll be real nice. It'll do everything you need to do. However, though, we want the ability to sell it to other people. IBM laughed at him like, all right, nigga, whatever. That's what you want? All right, cool. Right? That's IBM's biggest mistake. It's known as the biggest mistake IBM ever made. This is why Microsoft is so big today. They realized, yo, right? People will make clone PCs and they will come to us for that same operating system. And boom, there you go. No, you need to get off drugs. It's called copium and it's bad for you. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And, you know, it's just not a secret. And then, like, 65% of PC gamers are Chinese gamers. No. In China, they don't even rock these PCs, especially when you look at a game like Wukong, right? That needs high-end hardware. You think the average Chinese person has the money for a high-end PC to run that game? No. You know what they do? They go to those, what do they call those? Where they have the computers and you rent the time, right? Like the internet cafes and stuff. That's what they do out there. They don't own PCs. They don't do that.
Yo, Sick. Their government makes sure
net cafes
they provide them areas to game.
And they put limits on them. And they put limits on them.
They're very restricted.
Very restricted.
Right. But here's the thing.
Weren't even allowed in China until recently. What are we talking about here? 65%.
Here's the thing.
On drugs, you don't even have a profile. You came in control, but thanks for the views, though. We appreciate you.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing. When has America ever told any gamers in the whole country to not go to work and go buy a Sony, Nintendo, or a Microsoft game?
None.
None.
Nope.
Let me tell you something, y'all.
Yo, before anything, thank you for everything. Since I have to step out.
Yeah, no doubt. Go ahead, say your last thing. Shout out. I gotta.
Yes, sir.
Before you step out, I want to say thanks for coming to Di-RRec Gaming tonight, man. Like I said, you always got a chair. And let me tell you, I want to ask you a question, and I want your opinion on it. Right?
Go for it.
What happened with Black Man Wukong intention in China is unprecedented, man.
Mm-hmm.
They did something that we ain't never seen before in gaming history.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
Yep.
No, it just. Are you talking about like in general, like the way they made it? You talking about?
In straight general, how
I mean,
in general, I never seen a transition like that.
Should I listen? In gaming history, what company? I mean, when have you seen employees leave a job to go play a video game? When have you seen that?
Not for nothing.
To play the game.
Yo, nothing. That's the first time I hear that.
Exactly, first time. I've never seen that happen. I mean,
but I think it's like, I know it's gonna sound like
no, they've done it.
It sounds a little bit off. It's like in Japan. They
Hey,
have
let each other talk.
for-
We gotta go, y'all. So let them breathe. Y'all ain't no rush to leave it.
No, that's good. No, that's good because the thing is, like, it reminds me, like in Japan, they have a section for exercises at work just for stress, and we don't get that. So it's something different. What does it have to do with gaming? It's just different cultures. So I don't know what they have in the company that says, you know what, we're gonna pay you for playing games. That's crazy. Over here is like either you work or you're fired. We don't see. I never seen that before. I really never heard of it. Never seen.
Never. Same here. So I mean, this is like the first time I heard about it. Maybe it happened before, of course. Maybe it did, but a game like this that just went kaboom. 3 days, just 3 days, right? Should I 3 days? 10 million, estimated 8.4 million people bought it on Steam. That's crazy.
Yo, why so serious? Stop.
They're beta testers.
Got me rolling. Look,
Hey, they're giving us clicks and views, man. And we're not calling clickbaiting for it either. So we honest out here. You know?
Listen, you know, I never cared about that. But look, why so serious? As long as they come in here and they're not being disruptive, it's direct gaming, baby.
It's cool, man. As long as they're not saying anything out of pocket.
Being disruptive, y'all know what's going to happen. They already know what's going to happen.
Don't mute them or nothing like that either. But if they out of pocket, then
like you got some sense. We all for it. I'm not tripping on nobody. Look, look. Hey, serious. Don't be so serious. But no, look. Hey, I appreciate you being a guardian, fam. You just being a guardian. That's all. We gonna take care of our own around here in these streets. But no, listen. Y'all are all right. Listen, and shout out. We're getting fired. If we went to our boss and we told our boss, hey man, listen, I gotta take a day off, and he asked why. Because I got to go buy a video game and I'm going to play it all day. You're fired. You're fired. Ain't nobody, a Republican or Democrat, whoever the president is not going to get on national TV, tell the whole country, don't go to work, get out here and buy no video game. It's not going to happen. look, realist.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just crazy. So what I want to tell y'all is, listen, when y'all thought that everybody concedes to the way we do things, the Chinese just told you no, they don't. They do things their way. And let me tell y'all right now, China ain't no broke ass country. China got some weight. They may have been dealing with some things, but they got some weight.
We got weight in numbers.
Gaming, right. And when it comes to gaming, especially PC gaming, that's a life fluid over there. 680 something million of them are PC gamers. Do you know that's double the console space?
But they didn't even have access to consoles over there, legal.
Facts.
Until recently.
Facts.
So if they wanted to game, they were going to game on a PC.
That's
Realist, what were you saying before? When you said that had happened before, what were you talking about?
Oh, I didn't know if y'all can hear me or not. I think he said it. They do it for Pokemon in Japan too, where they tell where I don't know if they say take off like legal said, but you know they give them time off to play Pokemon because they know they're gonna be playing it anyway, so might as well just let them play it.
Okay, I like this. Okay,
well, before anything,
look,
I'll let you guys know.
Man. Hey, Eternal. Go ahead and let them know where they can find you at, man. Get you some rest, bro. I appreciate your hard work.
No problem. People can find me on Twitter, Eternal Shaddai, Xbox Console, Eternal Shaddai. I do Spanish podcasts at XBI Podcast en Español on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I really do appreciate for this invitation. I really do.
I put my green screen up just for you, fam.
No problem. I appreciate that. Yo, have a good night, everybody.
All right, brother. Peace out.
Good night, man.
Take it easy.
All right. There's some good things up here that I'm seeing from the chat.
Good night, man.
First, even if the president comes in, even if the president comes out and say buy Indiana Jones this Christmas and get a tax rebate, they won't do it. Facts. That's why we do around here. Look, ain't nobody look, man. Ain't nobody look. They're not pulling their pocket. Now, let's get to this. Look, I don't know what King Thrash has said, but I see Dia saying I actually agree with that. with all the layoffs and studios shutting down, we need to protect the game industry. Okay.
I think y'all think that's the real Queen Trash. That's not the real Queen Trash.
Look, let me. I don't care. Look.
No, he's actually don't. The reason why I know is because that person's making some sense when he says something. That's not the real Queen Trash.
It is.
No, look, man. Let me finish doing this real quick because this is. I want to see what people think we're gonna do to save the industry, other than buy games. We're not gonna save the industry if we're not buying games. That's one. The reason why we're in the situation we're in because we're not buying games. Exactly. Now, two, I see this. Y'all better wake up and soon because they're trying to normalize trash, unfinished gas games and services that they raise the price to every year. It's not like they're normalizing it because if we stay not buying games, right, the industry is going to fall apart anyway. The problem with the industry is inflation. Everything is going up. Mm-hmm. Technology is new. We go through this all the time. Anytime technology is on a reset. If anybody's been noticing, technology is on a reset. This new technology that's coming out, this AI, brand new. Okay, so the price of AI is up because it's brand new. Those that don't have AI are going to have a hard time in the future. There goes Nintendo, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that's the end of them. I'm saying Nintendo better get with some AI. All right. Sony better get with some AI. Free-to-play games was an accident. I remember playing Fortnite when it was a zombie save the world type game. Epic came up with this PvP and they never looked back. It was an accident. It was not something planned.
Whoa. Give the right credit. PUBG did and they stole it. I just want to put that out there. Please continue.
No. Let's don't act like free-to-play games was a plan. It wasn't a plan. It was an accident that just happened. All right. And Epic has been shining off of that ever since. Silent Cypher in the building. Oh, shout out to Silent Cypher, man. Thanks for all the love and compassion. You just tickled the hell out of the loop, man. I just hope Sony can keep delivering bangers like Foam Stars and hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all may be mad at my man Silent Cypher, but he's giving y'all the business. And don't sit up here and act like you guys don't have the media behind y'all sorry asses pretending along with y'all like y'all buying these games. So y'all gonna hear Silent Cypher. Look, y'all on the ground, I get it. You don't kick a man while he's on the ground, but everybody don't abide by those rules. And Silent Cypher ain't
but here's the thing. Right, but here's the thing.
Sony can keep delivering bangers like Foam Stars and Concord. Who needs enemies when they're doing solid job enough damage in their own?
Here's the funny thing. And here's the funny thing about that, right? Scroll back to what King Thrush had said before that you put up there. Or just before
King Thrush is rubbing you the wrong way.
No. It's cool. But scroll back to what he said, man. Let me show you the duplicity. When he said, y'all better wake up and soon. That part. At 11:06. At 10:06. Okay. Y'all better wake up and soon. Because they try to normalize trash, unfinished gas games and services that they raise the price to every year. That's PlayStation. That's the irony. And of course, your next statement make it seem like it's Xbox, but it's Sony who's doing that. Literally, the biggest stuff ever is Concord. But this is the thing. You see, like, get off that copium. Drugs is bad. Okay?
No, Sick got you on that one, kid. Look.
Wait.
Hold on, Sick.
Hold on, real quick.
Sick. Yo, Sick came off the top rope. Look, for all of those who are unaware of Sony schemes, right? Sony just gave y'all PvP games.
You try to frame it like we both. It's not, King. Get out of here with that.
First of all, the problem with Concord was the price. I said it out the jump. Nobody's going to pay $40 for that. Nobody. Okay?
Nobody even wants to pay for free because it's generic.
Right. So Sony is trying to normalize price hikes. Look, because Sid got a point. Over on Xbox, we get updates. Ours are free. Microsoft ain't price hiking anything.
Oh, the $10 for a game upgrade? Oh my God. Oh,
$10 for a game upgrade if you're on PlayStation.
Oh no.
See, this is my point. I don't look. I've always said this, right, Sick? And y'all are my witness. I don't care where you game at. Look, if you go on Di-RRec Gaming, I got a small little YouTube channel called Di-RRec Gaming where I actually play video games on it if I'm not doing a podcast, right? I'm playing Wukong, Black Myth, right now on my OLED C2 65-inch, right there. I'm using GeForce Now Ultimate. I paid for that shit. So now, you know, when these gamers were complaining about $3 increase on Game Pass, I got a $40 a month gaming bill now because I have Game Pass and I have GeForce Now Ultimate. But I was intrigued to find out during Gamescom that I could play Black Myth Wukong on my Xbox. So the last 2 days, I've been experimenting. I've been kind of excited, Lou, and I've been experimenting, and I found out how to do it. To me, Microsoft being the way it is why I love Xbox, because I didn't have to go out here worrying about playing it on the PlayStation 5 with all of that mess going on. I don't use PC for gaming, so I still stuck to my Xbox. So what I did, I used my PC. I got on my Steam. I opened up a Steam account finally, so I know Sick and Realist are proud of me. I got all of that set up. I went into my GeForce Now. I tried to connect it. Found out that Realist was right all along, and I'm not gonna expose him for that. That's gonna be another show because this man's gonna get them flowers. I'm telling you, Realist has already predicted the future, and I saw it when I was trying to get the damn game. I saw it. So all I'm gonna say is this: the mystery was this. I didn't have a problem with GeForce Now. I didn't have a problem with Ubisoft, and I didn't have a problem with what's the other?
EA something? EA.
Yep. No, Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft. Okay.
Ubisoft Plus. All three of those, and EA. If you want to be funny, we can put EA in it. All 4 of those automatically accept Xbox. It's a family. It's automatically there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We're gonna talk about this one day, Realist, but I'm gonna give them a little glimpse of your flowers, of your prophecy, because you're the only person that I heard say this last year. That's how significant it is, y'all. Realist said this last year when I first heard him say it. Now, when I went to my Steam account, Sick, because I was gonna buy it off of Epic. I wanted to be a rebel by nature because I'm a rebel by nature.
I'm a rebel.
Right. I was gonna be because
that's why you try to count the Epic for me versus Steam, but okay, I'll take that for you.
It was gonna be Sick. I'm explaining because it was gonna be easy. It was gonna automatically connect. But I took a second guess, Sick, and I said, this is gonna come back and bite me right. I might just need to go with Steam because Steam's got the bigger platform. It's got the biggest library.
You already got that RG Ally.
Yeah, and that's true too.
Hey, I was gonna tell you earlier, Black Myth does play all right on there.
Right. I took that in consideration too, right? So I bought it. I ran into trouble because when I saw Steam and I tried to connect it, it wouldn't accept Steam. So that tells me, Realist, and I'm not gonna give no more of the mystery. Steam ain't family. So I said, oh shit, Realist is right. They're not ready for this war. But I think Steam is smart enough to understand they better not fight this shit. And they better come along and be family. Because I'm telling y'all right now, everybody in that comment section that was talking about Tencent, everybody right here that was talking about how the Chinese government just did for Wukong, all of y'all are right. Whether you're confused about it a little bit.
This is true.
I didn't see not one person in the chit chat community that was lost about it. Let me tell y'all something.
Not the ponies, Xbox, nobody. We all agree on that.
Nobody was lost about it. What happened, y'all? I want to say this one more time. This has never happened in gaming history.
Yep.
This game, And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now you better hope that Tencent don't have something to compete with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh shit.
Because listen, the Chinese don't need to play that game. The Chinese is a rich, deep, culturalized people. You thought the Monkey King is something to be fascinated about. You haven't yet to begin to realize the vast majority of their tales and their myths and their stories. There's hundreds of them. The Monkey King is just one. They don't need to support. I'm gonna say this real quick with a straight face. The Chinese don't need to support not one of our games ever. They don't need to participate with us. They don't have to do anything. For the simple fact that their government has their back, they play their games. And there are more gamers over there than anybody in the world. We're sitting over here fighting amongst each other with consoles while the Chinese gamers are united under PC gaming. You think the Chinese gamers care where those games are at? They own a PC. Ain't that what PC gamers been saying all along? Why don't y'all?
And if they don't, they go to a net cafe.
Just get a PC, right? And get all the games. Ain't that what we've been hearing all along?
Yes,
so
we have.
Right now that Xbox has shown itself for what it really is, a PC company, y'all don't want to accept that. See, when you know you're the weaker entity, you want the one that's stronger to play by the weaker book. We get it. You want Microsoft to play by Sony rules. That would be Microsoft degrading itself. So here's the truth. Sony could never play like Microsoft. If Sony throws those games, if Sony put those games on PlayStation Plus premium, the premium the premium platform for PlayStation Plus, right? What is it? What's the name of it?
Premium.
Premium.
Yeah, premium. It's premium. Yeah, premium. There you go. I don't know why I was trying to. It's Sony. They don't put too much thought into shit. It's premium.
Right, exactly. They didn't even come up with an original name. They just called it the basic idea. Oh, the premium one. You know, the top one. You're lucky they didn't call it the top version or some shit. You know, even more generic than that.
Right, Sick. They took 10 seconds to really think about it. They was like, what should we call it? For about 10 seconds to do this, just call it premium. Oh yeah, that's it, premium. Now look, man. Like my man said, even if you put it on there, they're not buying. There's something wrong. I don't know what's going on in the PlayStation community, but there's something wrong. I don't know why they're not buying games. Emmanuel A1 in the building. Got to run this from the top.
Well, shout out to Emmanuel A1.
Baby. A1, you already know, fam. Thanks for all the years of continued support, famo. You already know. Shout outs. Hey, everybody in the chit chat tonight, shout outs. I did not want to rush this show because this is very important, y'all. But if McDonald's also had a Whopper, it would be facts. That's what me and Willis was talking about. A lot of y'all don't like the reality. Look, the reality says Nintendo. Here I'm gonna go, Lou. Here we go. Nintendo wins by traditional aspects of games.
Yeah, 100%.
Why? Because Nintendo came in as a console. Sony can't do what Nintendo is doing because Sony came in as an electronic company. Microsoft can't do what Nintendo's doing because Microsoft came in as a software company.
And even Nintendo can't do what they do forever, right? This Switch 2 that everybody's talking about, it better have a new gimmick because if it's just a faster version of old shit, I'm not confident.
You're not going to get it, Nick. We all facts. Yeah. Now, the reason why Nintendo works, one, again, the audience has nothing to play with. Japan alone carries Nintendo.
That's right.
You go over to Japan, Nintendo,
but it may not forever, so they better be sure of what they're doing.
Yeah, 98%. Look, but Nintendo don't invest in high technology. So yeah, people can boast about Nintendo's in their own lane. Nintendo makes money, but Nintendo makes only $1.5 billion a year. They are actually $1 billion. Me and Lou talked about this. They're a $1 billion accident from being just $100 million something company a year. They're $1 billion off, Lou. That's it. People don't realize how easy that can happen for Nintendo.
Where you get it from?
Realist. They got a
Mario Wii U, man. They were super close to dying, bro.
Look, sick. Me and Lou were on the phone having a heated argument. Can you imagine the crazy Lou and the Lou Eagle? Y'all think I got a loud baritone voice, right? Oh, man. Yo, realist. Lou's intimidating, man. He's a scary dude. He started talking about guns and stuff. He started pulling out knives.
Man. I mean, look, man, I'm scared of Louis myself, man.
So we was having this heated argument, right?
Hey, the laughing, the whole crazy facade, the fun guy. That's just
a front.
Fun guy.
That's a front.
But that's a front. No, I'll be honest with you. I'm a nice guy. I don't like controversial stuff. Now you.
I thought you were about to be honest with us and tell us the truth.
I mean, no. If you come in my front yard being aggressive, man, I mean, then it's gonna be good for you.
Yo, really?
But
right. If you do that,
I don't fight nobody. I'm not into that.
You better switch over to cerveza. If you don't, you in trouble.
I'm gonna tell him what happened. Lou, because Lou was mad.
Yeah.
Lou said, "Legal, tell me then. Tell me what they make over there in the amusement parks then. I'm telling me because they make $1 billion. I'm telling you." I said, "No, Lou, hold on, calm down, Lou. Calm down. Go eat a Snickers." Show him. He said, "Show it to me. I won't believe you until you show it to me." So I sent him the article. Mario Land, which is associated with Disney, right? Disneyland. Y'all want to know how much Mario Land makes a year? I'm about to tell you. $300 million a year.
Damn, that's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
I mean, give me 300 million. Give me 300 million, man. If you give me 300 million, I'll get the check, come here to Dominican, and we'll be drinking beer.
Right. Let me tell y'all.
It won't be console war. We'll be drinking beer. Right. That's what we doing.
Let me tell y'all something about that. If that fun park makes 300 million, the rest is what Nintendo makes.
Yep.
Sid, what are we talking about? Why are these people talking like Nintendo's a giant?
Yo, Nintendo.
300 million what the amusement park makes.
Something.
Legal. This is like a team on Xbox, right? I don't like talking too much about the other platforms, but Microsoft is at 4 billion, PlayStation's at 4 billion, Nintendo's at 2 billion. That's why I ask you where you get your numbers from.
Nintendo's at 2 billion, brother, but Nintendo's value holds, man, like any other company in this damn world. I mean,
but no, this is another thing too, though. No, you listen right now. I'm not scared of you. We on the internet. No, for real. No, for real. Hey, for real though, Louis. Nintendo is the only one of the three that's debt free.
Yep.
So they're a long way away from another bad console and falling off. They made so much money.
It would take Nintendo 20 years to get it there.
I don't know about that because the situation with the Wii U.
What is that that you don't know about?
Very different because the situation with the Wii U said otherwise. That's the thing about it.
Do you ignore the Switch? Because you got to remember, Nintendo dominated gaming from Nintendo to Super Nintendo. 64 was when they fell off. You got to remember they didn't have a good console generation until the Wii. Gave it back with the Wii U, and then started dominating again with the Switch. So
and then meanwhile they had the handheld to hold them down. Meanwhile,
that's true.
I'm batting on the side of Six Slayer. All right, for this one reason.
Oh,
Nintendo's been able to be a ruler. Oh, stop it, Lou.
Look at this man saying, "Man, you're gonna put me in jail, Talos. You're gonna put me in jail, Talos. That's illegal here, Talos."
Look, I'm siding with Six Slayer because Nintendo was able to rule in an era where we only had one place to go. That was console.
Yep.
There's something happening now where things like this are running rampant. Who cares if you got to switch next generation? Because if that switch don't mount up to what these things are doing, the one thing the Japanese don't like, and that's bad press. When that media starts talking about how that thing ain't coping well, when you put the comparison, because like I told y'all, the real console war shows its heads when new devices come up. They're gonna start putting the comparisons together. This thing better size up, because if that new switch don't size up, the media is gonna rip it apart. It ain't gonna be the consumer.
The media should have ripped apart this switch, but when they saw that what is the name of the game, Breath of the Wild, sold more units than consoles, they just started to get in line.
Yep.
The next Pokemon that comes out with the Super Switch or Switch 2, whatever they're gonna call it,
what?
and
what?
everybody runs out to go get it, the media gonna get in line.
You know what, realist? I can't really knock Nintendo for the Switch. I gotta give it up to them for one reason, realist.
Yeah, I can't knock that.
They went offline. They went offline. Where they went back.
It's because they had to.
Yeah. Say it again, realist.
They had to. The Switch was the Switch was a Hail Mary, and they're gonna throw it again.
Lou, people think. Look, I'm not saying that Nintendo didn't make a great.
They can't keep throwing Hail Marys. They're gonna get intercepted. They're gonna get intercepted.
Listen, y'all got the whole Nintendo wrong idea about when I mentioned Nintendo. I talked to you about this, right? Nintendo's actually the true video game company out here. That's a true one. I mean, like even King Thrash said, it started as a toy company, then it graduated to being just a video game company. It's not like Microsoft, that's a software country. It's not like Sony, which had TVs, it had bathroom stalls, it had pretty much everything, right? It's not the same. Nintendo was just a toy company and it upgraded just to being a video game company. But as a video game company, has that just itself, it's really fucking successful. It has survived all these tides. I mean, like you said, you mentioned Wii U. Man, it survived the damn Wii U. Now they got the Switch. And like I even told Legal, this is true. In our lifetime, how many times have we seen a console sell 150 million units? A console. Just once. A console just once. Switch is about to go and beat that record right now.
So,
and that's
stop
insane.
right there. Stop right there. I'm attacking Lou. Now we're going back into another rank. Told y'all we wasn't done tonight on Di-RRec game. Goes back to Phil Spencer now. So this notion about
but why you gotta say that, man?
We're going back. We're going back to Phil Spencer. This notion that Phil Spencer says that the traditional way of doing things don't work. Says who? That's what Nintendo says. Says who? Because Nintendo's doing the same traditional way since they came in, and they're successful with it, right? Now watch this, y'all. When you're not the one that's being successful, of course you would say that, right? What's working for Nintendo isn't working for Xbox. What's working for Nintendo isn't working for PlayStation.
Nope.
Okay. So Nintendo is the only console out here that's doing it the traditional way. So this notion that traditional way doesn't work, that's wrong. Here's what Phil Spencer is saying. In order for the industry to get healthy, because notice, Nintendo's been doing what they're doing. The reports came out and said the industry is in bad shape. So let's not act like because Nintendo's selling this is the funny part. Nintendo can sell 160 million consoles, y'all, and the industry is still suffering. So there's got to be something that has changed. What has changed is growth. We tried to tell y'all that the console market is plateauing. 300 million, that's it at its best. It's not gaining a lot. It's not gaining enough gamers to matter, to offset that, right? So 300 million is what's happening. It's just you gotta sell. Phil Spencer was telling the truth when he said this. There's only two ways to approach this. Either prices go up on y'all and we stay acting like the way we act, or we find other ways to grow the industry. You only got two options. Nobody in Chit Chat on this panel wants to pay more for these video games. They're already at $70. The donkey community fronted, but we already knew they were going to front. That's what they do. But their actions show otherwise. Their actions show that they really want Game Pass. They really want discounts. If Microsoft, if what Phil is saying is true, what she's saying is true, Microsoft is the one now, because of the FTC and all of this stuff, Microsoft is the one who has proven that it works. Okay? I don't know what Nintendo's going to do. They can stick to their britches. But if Nintendo sticks to their britches and the ceiling falls, Nintendo's going to be in bad shape. Sony on the road, what Microsoft did 5-6 years ago. They already got games on Xbox. The reason why we're not doing cartwheels about it, because you probably don't even know those games.
Famo, hold up, Famo, stop right there. I like I said, I dig.
Wait for you to read this, Lou.
Okay, I dig, but get ready for this one. You're not gonna. This is good. Keep going. Keep going.
Read it, Lou.
Nintendo shares surge more than 14%. Shares surge more than 14% after tie-up. Guess with who? Guess with who? Just take a guess. I'm just gonna leave it for you right now. Guess with who? Take a guess.
Microsoft.
Microsoft, my ass, with Tencent to sell Switch consoles in China. These bastards are partners and we didn't even know it.
Oh, that's old news. That's old news. This is what I'm saying. Okay.
Wait a minute, Sick. I was about to read that. I
was about to read that. Big, I'm gonna respond to that. Wrong, Louis. Don't hurt me. But Nintendo owned taxi company and whole houses and a perm card company. Look it up, they gang too. That's not true. Now then, they used to sell Hanafuna cards. I know what they're called. You see that? Right? And there was some Yakuza connection to that in the 1800s, right? But just like I said to Emmanuel A1 in the chat, right? Go look up when the Super Famicom first came out in Japan. You know, the Japanese Super Nintendo. Hold on. Yeah. I'm explaining to the gamers for them to understand, right? They were stealing whole shipments of systems. The Yakuza was doing this. Stealing and buying up whole shipments of systems. When that system was crazy hard to get, like the PS5 and the series consoles were early in the beginning of this generation, right? The same thing was happening in Japan back then. You go look that up. I never forgot it, right? I remember hearing about that in the news in 89, and I remembered off the top of my head. Actually, it was 90 when it happened, right? So Yakuza and Nintendo ain't ever been friends. If Nintendo had any kind of Yakuza origins, that was back in the 1800s when they sold Hanafuna cards, because that's what they used to to gamble with back then. But they stopped that a long time ago. Yakuza was stealing off of Nintendo, right? And the Yakuza ain't shit no more. Just like here in America, Rudy Giuliani and all of that, right? Took out the mafia with Rico. Japan don't mess with the Yakuza no more. The Yakuza is a shell of their former selves, and Nintendo ain't down with them, and they ain't been down with them for like almost 100 years because they've been stealing from them from long ago. That's why the government finally started going after the Yakuza. It wasn't just because of Nintendo, but they were one of the bigger names when everybody started looking at what the Yakuza was doing after the solid days of the late 80s and the early 90s, when Japan was making lots of money. That went right out the window, and then all of a sudden they're not making that crazy money they used to make anymore. And they start looking at the Yakuza and they're like, "Oh no, we got to deal with them motherfuckers." They're moving them ladies in the night. In the 1800s they were, not no more. That's been done.
See, we all know the history about Nintendo. It's just big messing around, man. We all know the history.
Nah. There's a lot of people who still think the Yakuza that they down with the Yakuza. You think you think I'm just saying? No, you think you know. Joe Average here in the chat don't know. They really think that Nintendo and the Yakuza are down. They are not. That has been done a long time ago.
But listen. I read something in the chat from Sheffield Adams. He said there isn't an Xbox. Listen, Sheffield. Listen. I talked about it earlier.
Moving the meetings to the night.
I'll repeat this again. Over the weekend with Concord. Over the weekend, what media was too busy to talk about Concord? Oh, they were outside. They were what? They were out in the movie theater. They were in the park. They were doing something. I don't know what they were doing this weekend, but nobody talked about Concord. Now, if it was a Microsoft Concord, you would have seen media all over the place. Yet everybody out there on Twitter, not only Twitter, everyone was asking, wait, where's your energy that you guys had with Redfall? Where's your energy that you guys had with Starfield, which they still had the same damn energy?
Because everybody sees it. The Xbox X is real.
So
there
now,
you go.
Listen, Shafo, just to shut you down with that real quick, this weekend, media actually, for the people who actually did not believe there was an Xbox X, we're 50-50 on it, now they saw it. Because us, the Xbox fans, right, took charge of it, and we're like, where is it? I mean, start talking about it. Where is the podcast where they sit Herman Hulst and talk about Concord? Where is that podcast? Right after, like it happened with Phil Spencer, right after Redfall came out. Like, what happened to? Where's that podcast?
I like what Lou was saying.
I mean, where are you? Where are you? And then after that same energy, because I saw something the weekend. Like I said, I don't like mentioning names. I don't mention names, but y'all know what podcast it was, right? I'm just hinting y'all through that. But then I see one person out on Twitter saying, "Oh man, these devs, they might lose their jobs. Man, you stop hating, you stop the toxicity." But listen, it's like how I talked about it this
You mean
morning.
the podcast that sounds like explosions?
I'm not gonna say names.
Okay. Okay. I got
Okay. They all know who it is. So, like I said this morning, right? Media was talking about toxicity and everything, but I got a question for you, media. When are y'all gonna stop with the clickbaits? When are y'all gonna stop with the bullshit? When are y'all gonna start calling things down? But I mean, Concord did bad. Fucking talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it. I mean, where is Sony's roadmap? I keep asking that question. Where is Sony's roadmap? What's happening with Sony's roadmap? What's happening over here with Sony? What's going on?
They don't got one.
They don't got one. Why aren't y'all talking about that? Why aren't y'all talking about
Jason Schreier with his investigative or journalism?
The 180 countries that got blocked by PlayStation, right? Not by PlayStation, by Sony, that does not permit me to go buy a game. I mean, seriously, where is media talking about this? I mean, they said at PlayStation said, "Oh, we're gonna fix it soon," but it's been 3 months and I still can't go to Steam to buy.
Here's my thing, Lou.
Buy the damn game. I mean, again,
that's what
media, Lou. and I tell you this to the fans too. I mean, this goes to the fans and media. I keep on saying it. You are all the ones that are seriously destroying Sony, and y'all don't know about it. And seriously, right? Seriously, I keep on saying. You ask me, do I want Sony to disappear? I mean, I'm an Xbox fan, but do I want Sony to disappear? No. Why don't I want it to disappear? Because I like competition. Competition is always good to talk about. Now, if Sony disappears, it's because it's all your fault. This is why I sit in the morning, I sit in my podcast on Wednesdays, and I talk about and I say, damn it, Sony, what you doing? Your fans are destroying it. Nobody else.
Lou,
that's it.
Lou, the thing, you man, that was beautiful. Here's what gets me, and real quick, I want to give flowers out to Dea. She's the only female in the chat tonight. I want to give her flowers, and I hope she has a great night and a great morning at work tomorrow. Be safe, girl. Appreciate you. I want to get that out of the way. Second,
good idea.
They don't want to acknowledge the fact that they're not buying.
She about to roll out.
They're not what?
They're not buying the game.
Yeah, they don't.
What's the result of Concord flopping? Nobody's buying it. Talking about it flopping, is it going to make it succeed? Where is the PlayStation fan base at showing game clips? All love, girl. Appreciate you.
They didn't show clips on phone stars. Nothing.
Look, in order to solve this situation, you're going to have to pay $40. You're going to have to play the game. And here's another thing, PlayStation fan base. You have to keep playing the game for years. So see, this is something that's, look, all of the walking simulated, hold your hand soap opera cinematic. Y'all remember the line I used to say? You say it so long, I forgot my line. You guys created that. And now it's coming back to bite y'all in y'all's asses.
Mm-hmm.
Because PlayStation even played along with y'all to the point where you can't come back. It's hard for y'all to understand what makes successful multiplayer games. It's not just, oh, we have one. You have to be playing it. You have to have engagement, and you have to keep playing it. You guys are, and stop calling a game a Halo killer. Stop it.
I keep on saying that.
Why? Please stop doing that.
Please stop doing that. Every time you call it a Halo killer, it kills itself. Stop comparing them. I said the same thing. I said the same thing with Concord because I read an article out there and I was like, why do they have to add this? They called Overwatch 2 a slow game. They started to compare it to Halo. They started to compare it to Call of Duty. They started to compare it to Destiny. So guess what happens? Guess what happens when I read that stuff? Guess what happens when I read that stuff? I head in there. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be faster paced than Overwatch. Let's go. Let's see how it looks. When I go in there, I'm like, what the hell's going on? This ain't like Overwatch. But wait. We got Halo in here. I mean, it's gotta play better than Halo. Wait. It can't play better than Halo. What the hell's going on? Man, it's better than PvP than Destiny. Let me go in there. Shit, this PvP is not the same as Destiny. I mean, seriously, why you always gotta say that shit? Shut up about it. Stop comparing it. Leave it as its own game. That's it. Shit. Let the fans do the comparison. Damn.
He's right, though. They've been doing that for 20 years since Killzone. Another franchise that's dead.
Let me go through the history real quick. Right. This is what's said. Killzone, Resistance, Halo Killer. Where is it? Dead. Drive Club, Forza Killer. Where is it? Dead. The Order of 1886. That was a good game. A Gears of War killer.
Jeez, that was a good game too.
What's the other one? Grand Theft Auto 7.
And it's not just games you see on PlayStation. And it's not just games you see on PlayStation. Stop doing that. It don't matter if you release a game on Xbox, PC, whatever, or Nintendo. Stop calling it a Halo killer.
Look,
or
fam,
a Grand Theft Auto killer. You're retarded with that. Look at Saints Row. Dead too.
Grand Theft Auto 7. Forza Horizon 4 killer. And now we have Concord, a Halo killer.
You mean Gran Turismo 7, not Grand Theft Auto.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to confuse there.
Grand Turismo 7.
That tried to do that against Grand Theft Auto. They dead too.
I even lost 6. It was like, I want to tell him he screwed up. Now listen, Gran Turismo 7 was a Forza Horizon 4 killer. Nowhere near that. Now we're Concord is a Halo killer. And I just look, shout out to Mike Johnson. What's up, Mike? Man, you know
what up, Mike?
At this point, I just hope PlayStation fans, I hope they have real friends. I hope y'all have real friends because y'all are gonna have to hold y'all's hands real close and real tight. Because PlayStation vision moving forward is service games. Something that you guys just don't do well with.
No, I think they're gonna get that one up legal.
Right. The reason why y'all have Call of Duty is because Xbox and Call of Duty 10-year agreement ran out, and you can't re-sign it. You have to when an agreement ends, you have to give other people a chance to get it. So hey, it ended. Sony jumped on it for 10, and now it's back to Xbox, right? Sony didn't make it. Sony didn't try to make Call of Duty exclusive. Why? Because that would have not made them money. The more you make, Activision wasn't going to do that anyway. It's a publisher. So
you're talking about Microsoft, not Sony. That did not make it.
Right. The Activision at the time wasn't going to make Call of Duty exclusive on PlayStation just because they put the 10-year deal on them. They're a publisher. They want to make money. So this whole notion of anything killing,
and everybody knew that without having to be told too. Everybody knew.
Right. This whole notion that a PlayStation game is going to kill an Xbox multiplayer game has to stop. You guys don't understand what it is to have a multiplayer first shooter, anything, third-person shooter, anything to last. Y'all got to stop being pretenders and start understanding that unless y'all reach in y'all's pocket, pull out $40 to $50, $60, $70, like y'all said y'all was going to do, y'all going to mess up Sony, man. Y'all gonna mess up. It's not us. So like I said, don't look illegal. I want to invest in it. Don't look at me. I'm not gonna be the reason. But you're not gonna get mad at anybody else. It's y'all's fault. It's y'all's fault as to why PlayStation now is looking for service games. Told y'all that whoever don't have them service games shall not pass. Sony's having a problem.
Thou shalt not pass.
This God of War thing, that's good. God of War is coming back again, but that's the same on IP. How many God? Look, here's the thing. Without a service game, I'm not here to say God of War is trash. I'm not saying that. How far do you think God of War is gonna go? I'm talking about a budget title without no multiplayer. Why do you think The Last of Us is trying to get a multiplayer? Why do you think Uncharted was trying to get a multiplayer? Now, what would happen if all of a sudden Mr. Totoki said, you know what? This is going to be the last God of War game we make. Don't sit there and act like this shit don't happen to y'all. Y'all didn't think Uncharted was ever going to end. That shit, bye-bye.
Damn, that was
Last of Us has one more game to make it a trilogy. I bet you that shit's going to go bye-bye. No more Ellie.
Hey, I want an Abby game. Come on.
And now Alloy has traded over for Ellie. And Alloy is not doing very well. She needs a replacement. So now you're stuck with Kratos and Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is more popular than Kratos on PlayStation. And it's not even a PlayStation game. You can't make this shit up. And it's all because PlayStation now is looking like its audience. It's looking fake. It's looking spooky. It's looking suspect. Because its base is suspect, spooky, and fake. That's it. Stop pretending to be something y'all are not. Stop. Y'all are not these gamers, man. Y'all don't go out here and put that work in. Y'all don't do it. And that's a worldwide thing. We're not just talking about the United States. But like I've always told everybody, Sick, Realist, Spartan, Crazy Luke, Chit Chat, there's one thing that they only care about. That's console sales. I know a PlayStation fan right now, Luke, Realist, who bought a PlayStation, don't even buy no games. You know what he does? He shares them with his friend. His friend does the game share with him. That's a problem. Because the game is only, no matter what he does, the game that he's playing has only been bought one time. It's already been bought. So he's not contributing to anything. Engagement, yeah. But what happens to those games that y'all play? They're one and done. They're back in the trash bin. That's the problem. Sony needs games with legs. And until y'all realize that, and we know it's going to hurt because y'all did a lot of talking. But let me tell y'all something. We understand. We're going to understand if y'all finally just come true with yourselves and say, listen, we're going to play Concord. Because listen, it's just that easy. Concord doesn't have to die off. All y'all got to do is support it. It's that easy. But we know y'all know it. Y'all have more fun playing Sea of Thieves. We get it. We made it 40 minutes. It's a good game. It's fun, ain't it? You get to get on a boat, look at that ocean. You get to sail around, find treasure, you get the battleship. It's a fun thing, ain't it? The problem is Sony can't give you a game like that. So you need Xbox now. So now who's laughing? While you guys become the greatest Xbox supporters ever, Xbox gamers just become gamers. We stay right where we're at. Realist, we're right where we're at. Just like you said, Microsoft is going to be right where it's at. I remember when you said this 2 years ago, bro. And when this shit happened, I couldn't help but to think about you. I said, this boy said this shit. You told us all that these games shouldn't have came out till 2023, 2024. I admit, I was one to crucify you. I was here. We all crucified you, Realist. We made you feel bad. You went into a depression.
Oh no! Don't blame me on that. I wasn't here.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I wasn't here either.
I had to find myself at the bottom of a bottle.
Facts. Yo, we went through all of our spells on Di-RRec Gaming. Yo, don't believe Six Slayer. He's not innocent. Six Slayer had called us all disingenuous, live and direct. I had to call the show the
I stood on business. I stood on business on that one too. It was 61, bro. Hey, but it is what it is, man. We got to speak our truth. And I could be wrong, I could be right, but I stand on business, bro.
One thing about Six Slayer, you better not ever come with VR at him. You better not ever attack him with VR. You will be gone.
And the funniest thing is, I was using VR to explain something else about the way people act about controllers and whatever Sony do. Y'all missed that point, and y'all still never got that point. It wasn't even about VR.
I just want to say to everybody, I love these guys, man. Look, without these guys, it's not fun. Crazy Lou jumped in the bunch. We here. Whenever we can get
Emmanuel ain't mad at me about that one.
Podcast, the Di-RRec Gaming connection is real. Listen, Lou, you keep doing what you do. I advise Lou to break it in threes. I don't want him to get tired, sick, realist, Spartan, chit-chat. I know he's coming out here trying to give y'all every morning news. There just isn't no such thing. I told Lou, go Monday, Wednesday, or no, we'll skip a Wednesday, go Thursday if he needs to, or Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and then a Saturday. Give himself a 2-day off. Y'all gonna kill my boy. Y'all gonna kill my boy. I don't want my boy. I don't. But we're proud of you, Lou, for what you're doing. Because
big fact.
Because you, my friend, you put up a first line of defense now for us. Where we can't talk, you're there now. The streets is there in the morning, and then you hop your ass up there with Boom, and then you come off a Boomstick show. And then you might come on with us or international. This guy, Lou, has a lot of energy and he works hard. He's getting tired. I can tell he's getting tired, which is natural.
I'm good. I can hold up for a little longer. I got some energy. I can hold on for longer. I got some energy.
Lou, I just want to tell you, you're doing an awesome job. We're proud of you. We want to see you keep going.
Big fact.
I'm going. I'm gonna keep on going, man. I'm not gonna give up on this, man. Listen, famo. Listen. What's important about my morning show is Mike Johnson's a part of it. Tell us when he can hop on. I mean, Dolomite is always there. All them guys. What's important about my show in the morning is I sit there and I give the chat a voice. They can sit there.
We're family.
We're family. We talk. We have fun. I mean, that's what we do in the morning shows. That's what we do. Sometimes. Because listen, I love when the Sony fanboys come jump in there and try to war with me. I love when they try to war with me. But what they don't understand is, hey, listen, I'm an Xbox guy, right? 100%. I'm an Xbox guy 100%. But when I go out there and talk about Sony, I just want them to do way better than what they're doing right now because I see that Xbox is flourishing in. Not only Xbox, you got Tencent running in there. You got Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo's beating a lifetime sales. Damn, I mean, that's impressive. I mean, I never knew in this lifetime I was going to see that happen again, and it's happening. I mean, damn, y'all don't see the truth because y'all try to hide it because you all think media is what we're posting out there. Oh, yeah, they're selling consoles. Oh, yeah, 61 million. Damn it, guys. They were down 44 in revenue with 61 million consoles sold. I mean, if you guys don't see what's happening out there, right? Y'all better wake up. And I keep on telling them. I mean, I don't understand why these PlayStation guys don't go out there and say, man up, let's take charge in PlayStation. Same thing when happened with the Steam guys over there. Shit, y'all had to pick a fight with the Steam guys. Y'all had to go over there and say, no, it's okay for them to
so stupid.
Accounts. I mean, that was just a bad fight because you know why? Because when y'all let Helldivers go out, Helldivers on Steam was more bought than on the PS5, and that's money for your platform. That's money. That's what y'all don't see. I mean, look, we're sitting right here talking. Oh, yeah, Indiana Jones comes in Game Pass. Oh, it's going to be beta tested. All the stuff y'all bring into that. Do you think we give a damn? We're getting the game first, and what are you guys going to do it when it comes out in spring? Y'all going to buy it. And what's that going to do? That's going to support our platform. What? You get 30? Oh, cool. You get 30, but we get 70. 70%. I mean, look, I even said this. Helldivers could have been a game that could compete against Call of Duty. They had that game right there. I mean, that motherfucker went up to 12 million sales. Insane. Steam, 450,000 people playing it. And fucking June and July, I even said it on my channel. Well, they blocking that game. That shit's gonna drop. Everybody's like, no, it's not. It's gonna maintain. So, okay. Guess what happened? It dropped less than 10,000. Oh my God, it's even getting the damn Halo numbers on Steam close to that. That's crazy stuff. And y'all, this is what happens when y'all keep defending a company when it's doing something wrong. Stop defending it. Make them open their eyes, because trust me, if Microsoft would have done it, I would have been out there saying,
"Hey, King Crash was telling you that."
They were telling me that. Like, oh yeah, it's okay, no problem. I mean, you go buy a PS5. Man, King, let me tell you something. A PC to build, a good PC, is between $2 to $3 grand. That's without the graphic card. Let's add the graphic card. Let's add the monitor. Let's all that.
Whoa. No. That's wrong. No, that's wrong.
That's wrong?
That is flat wrong. The graphic card.
No, it's not. It depends on what you. It depends on what you think good is.
Let me finish.
It depends on what you think good is.
Let me finish. Let's say I want a high-end PC. I get a 4090. Just a 4090 is $2,000. $2,000 for 4090.
But you don't need a 4090. And number one, a 4090 is not $2,000.
Let me finish. It's close to $2,000 though. You know that.
It's $1,600.
It's $1,600.
Oh, now
that's not $2,000.
But I'm talking about months ago when it was in $2 grand, brother. That shit was in $2 grand. So imagine, okay, that's $1,600 for the graphic card. Then you got to get a motherboard, then you got the RAM, then you get then the keyboard, then the monitor, then the fucking whatever you got to get. You're dealing with a freaking $4 or $5 grand computer. So why in the blue hell do you all think I'm gonna go and buy a $500 console when I have a $5 grand PC in my hand? You guys need to get out of that idea. That's what I keep telling you. Y'all need to get better.
That part is true. Yep.
I mean, y'all need it, because with that $500, I can buy 2 more SSDs and make this shit better. That's what y'all don't understand. Because the computer's a big ass investment.
My cousin.
Damn.
Louis, you're absolutely right. My cousin, he is a PC head. He went and invested that tower. Put it this way, I'm 5'8". It was to my knees. Okay, that was like a two and a half.
Mine is to my knees. If you see my tower, I got a full tower right here. So
it's tall, huh? He had a dual CPU setup motherboard and a dual GPU with 64 at the time. It was 1080p era. That guy spent $7,000 just for the tower, motherboard, 2 CPUs, 2 GPUs, 2 pools of RAMs, fans, LEDs, bulbs, just for that, man.
I got a question to your PC heads right here. What is a good PC? What's the price on a good PC? What was it? 1,500?
Okay, I would say like 1,500
with everything.
2,000, but 3,000 is out of pocket. And you said, and you said without the video card, and then you start talking about a monitor. And like, listen, there's all types of monitors, all types of range. So
again,
I mean, you can pick up the most expensive one or the cheapest one. So that's kind of disingenuous.
Okay,
and to bring up the 4090 when there's all types of range, and then to say the 4090 is 2,000 when it's 1,600.
Okay, let's say this real quick. It's a good PC to a high-end PC is 2,500 to $5 grand, right? $6 grand, right?
Now, if you say
$6 grand, right?
2,000 to 3,000, I could understand if you said
no.
200 to 2,000 or higher. Saying like 3,000, that's out of pocket to try to make the point. But in the end, what you said, but hold on. In the end, what you said though, a PC dude who spent money, they're not gonna be convinced to go buy a console to buy a game. That's correct.
Yep.
But to exaggerate the numbers, you don't need to do that to make that point.
I mean, that's the thing though, and I keep telling these guys, you don't need to get that idea out of your head. I mean, I know Herman Hulse went out there and said something. I was like, Herman, that idea is just not going to work. Oh yeah, we're going to make sequels to get the people to buy a PS5, dude. I mean, you need to understand this.
That's never going to happen.
I mean, if you're investing in a PC, you're going to keep investing in it to make it better.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, look at me. I got to upgrade my PC. I'm in 8th gen. I'm in 8th gen right now. I got to upgrade it to 14th gen? I don't know what gen the fucking PCs are at because I'm not a big techie guy. They're about 15. Okay, let's go to 15th gen now. I mean, I got to buy the motherboard. I got to buy a new case because this case is not really updated too. I gotta buy fans. I gotta buy coolers. I gotta buy a whole bunch of shit. I also gotta get a new monitor just to have 2 monitors here, right? I'm not gonna buy a new keyboard because my keyboard is good and my mouse is good. It's got 60,000 DPI, whatever the fuck that is. I don't give a damn. I don't know. It just makes it move faster. Okay. So at the end of the day, though, right? I'm saving up on these two, but wait, I gotta build a PC. I gotta buy what is it? An Intel chip. I don't need to buy a graphic card because I got a 3080. But then down the road, I know I need to upgrade the damn 3080, and that's true, right? I gotta upgrade it. So
you're gonna need a fan and everything.
Yeah, but he lives in the DR, and then Talos Ray lives in Australia, where everything tech related is overpriced. So you guys are getting not, and that's what I'm saying. Especially for guys like yourselves, they're not doing that. No way, they're just not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, and that's why I'm pushing back on what you're saying. Not your final point. Your final point is still facts.
I mean, you think I'm gonna spend what 35,000 pesos? That's like $700 to go buy a PS5. With 35,000 pesos, I can buy. Seriously, I can just change it to dollars and buy 2 SSD. And not only that, exactly. I don't have to even pay the tax because it's not going to be lower than $200 probably. I don't have to pay the tax. But the PS5, I have to pay the tax. I have to pay all that shit that the company does because it's beyond $200 and shit. It's annoying. So that's what I keep on telling y'all. You need to get that idea out of your head.
Yeah, that's
when Sony went out and blocked this game, that was a massive hit. I was the only one saying I don't understand these PC dudes. I mean, this PS dudes, because at the end of the day, man, I would be fighting over there with my Steam brothers because look, we are all video game players. We are all customers. Now, if you all defend this trend, what happens? Because I even said this as a theory. What happens if PlayStation goes ahead and blocks us from doing that on PlayStation? I mean, would you all be happy? Then you're all going to go out there and go on a rant, right? Then you're going to put your fist up. And you know what the Steam guys are going to come around and say? They'll say, well, we told you. I mean, seriously, you guys need to fucking wake up. This is money that the company is not making. They even said it. Shit, they're not making the money. They blocked this shit. I was like, that's a dumbass move. I can't buy Ghost of Tsushima. I cannot buy it because it's got a PSN account, and I have not one but 2 PSN accounts on my PlayStation 5 over here. So I can't buy Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. I cannot buy on Steam, right? I cannot buy Helldivers 2. I cannot buy what's the other one? God of War Ragnarok that's coming out. And I cannot even go support Concord. I can't even go support Concord, right?
Oh, Crazy Louie, your situation is even worse. Because not only are the consoles overpriced out there, right? A lot of the services you can't access, right? Then you got to do, if you try, let's say you bought the console anyway for the inflated price, right? Let's say you did, right? And then to get an account, like you said, you have 2 accounts. So now you got to lie on your account, and if you better be behind a VPN or something, because if they find you out, they locking your account on. But you know, and all that money you spent on them games, right out the window. All of a sudden, you lose access to the shit you paid for because you're not supposed to have it where you live. And Sony,
that's what y'all gotta think. I mean, y'all gotta always think into the future. Stop thinking about what is happening now. It's blocked. Let's go fight against the scene, dude. Those guys were the ones who supported the damn Helldivers. How can you guys block that? I mean, you could have Helldivers 3. Helldivers could have been the damn game that could compete against Call of Duty, man. That was a massive. I was impressed on how massive Helldivers was. I was impressed. I'll say, shit, this game really shook the market. And guess what? You know what's going to happen? What happens if Call of Duty makes something similar like Helldivers? What do you think is going to happen?
And then Sony went in and screwed that up too.
What? Yeah, Sony went in there and screwed that up. So what happens when Call of Duty? And then again, what happens if Call of Duty makes a game like Helldivers? What do you think is going to happen to Helldivers?
You know what's going to happen anyway, because it happened to Gears. It happens to any innovative mode that any game
they could have been
out with, right?
They could have been the damn
Gears
game.
2 had the hard mode, right? Every game has that, right? PUBG had the the 1 versus 100. I forget what they call it, battle royale, right? And Fortnite stole that, took them to court, right? And they lost because, and we all know Epic, they stole that idea for them because Fortnite was a totally different game that can transform into that.
Basically,
but it's not the only game that does battle royale anymore.
It was H1Z1 who pretty much started battle royale.
Right. That's true.
PUBG pretty much. You're right. PUBG made it better. We cannot lie about that. PUBG made it way better. That's the truth.
You're actually right about that timeline. Yeah. But my overall point is, anytime there's a new and innovative mode that comes to FPS, if it's a really good idea, trusting you, me, every franchise, new and old, when they come up with their next game, are going to implement that mode too, right? We wait on the Battle Royale for Halo Infinite. You know it's probably going to come still, right? And Call of Duty's going to have one. A Battlefield's going to have one. Delta Force is going to have one, right? Everybody and their mama going to have one. And Helldivers already done fell off.
Yep.
Right? So the thing that Helldivers brings to the table, right? You're going to see that in all the other games. And then nobody's going to remember Helldivers already done fell off. Like, people play it, but...
And Sick, let me, you want to know a secret, Sick? I want to know a secret? This is the kind of talk we need to have instead of console warring. We need to have software wars, because you know why? Look at us right here. We're debating about games. We're debating how fun these games are. We're debating how can it get better. Because I'll give you an example, right? What is one of the biggest Nintendo games out there? One of the most beautiful. Every time it comes out, it sells 10 million on the dot. Not Mario, not Zelda. It's got little creatures that everybody loves, and they go out there, buy them dolls, hug them, and everything. What is that game called? What is that game called? You don't know?
Wait,
it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon. Look what happened this year. Power release. And look what Power World did. That thing.
Eating its lunch.
I mean, that thing was just a beta. That thing was just a beta. And it sold 25. It sold 25 million. It sold 25 million. You know what that thing did? That thing got to Nintendo, and Nintendo, like always, they're trying to find a way to sue, but they couldn't find anything. They're not going to find anything out there. They're just not. I'm sorry, they're just not. And what do you think Nintendo's going to do now? Nintendo said, "Oh man, we gotta pick up because the power comes with 2, 3. These guys can become popular and they can dethrone us over here. Let's do something real quick with this because man, we're gonna be dethroned. So trust me, the next Pokemon game has got to be better than Power, because if not, people are just gonna keep on buying.
There you go. See, the competition. He's right. The competition for Nintendo is now. It's now. They have competition.
They have competition on the Pokemon side. Because man, now you got Power Up, which you got cute little animals that can grab a gun, shoot pin. You can shoot a pin without a bazooka. Man, this is incredible. It's competing against Pokemon. Now they got to sit down. They got to make it better so people cannot go and keep on buying Power Up. Now we're going into software competition. That's the thing I love. I love talking games, and that's the whole point. Because out here we all talk about consoles. Oh man, the Xbox is doing bad with the frame rate. The PlayStation is doing bad with this. Oh, it's doing better over here, doing better over there. Man, I don't care how it does, because at the end of the day, like I tell New Legal this all the time, when you all pop in Black Ops 6, Call of Duty. And man, listen, let's say in PlayStation 5, oh, the shadows over here are a lot brighter. Oh, on Xbox, it's a little bit darker. I mean, they don't look good. I mean, they look nasty. Oh, the lights over here, beautiful. Man, if you hit forward in that same spot on PlayStation 5, right? And I hit forward on the same spot on the Xbox Series X, we're both hitting forward. So I got a question for you. Are we going to be sitting there looking at the shadows? Or are we gonna go out there and shoot the enemies? Because you know what? Nobody pays attention to that shit. You're playing Call of Duty. You're gonna be shooting everything that comes up in your face, man. That's what you're gonna be doing. You're not gonna be like, let me stand here. Let me look at my shadow. Oh yeah, let me stand right here. Oh look, it looks nice. Well, you got an enemy in front of you shooting the hell out of you. I mean,
we've got Louis. Check this out. This is all about a beautiful ending to 2024, as Xbox promised. Our Halloween coming up in October 24th as Black Ops 6. We're going to have some fun with zombie modes. You'll be able to save and quit right there and then come back and join the zombie mode where you left off. Then we have Stalker 2 coming in November, a pre-Christmas appetizer. Thank you, Ukraine. And our Christmas, Indiana Jones.
Exactly. It looks beautiful. Now, question. Where's y'all's roadmap? Y'all need to stop fighting for Xbox. Start fighting PlayStation for the damn roadmap. Because I want to see y'all's roadmap. I mean, listen, right? I buy these consoles to do what? To play games. I buy this console to play games. That's what I do. I buy this console to play games. And if I was a dead hardcore fan, I like how people are dead into it like that. I don't want to play that. That's all bullshit. Because it's incredible on how the arguments came from Xbox doesn't have any games, to Xbox
They want our games.
sucks. Xbox sucks. 2, now we want the games. Oh yeah, let's get this. Oh man, Indiana Jones. It's
and you
incredible.
dance around when it's announced that you're getting any of our games.
Put a poll out there that I was impressed. I was impressed with that poll. That poll, they added Astrobot, they added Concord. I don't know what else they added, and Indiana Jones. And guess who won? Indiana Jones. That's incredible. That's what PlayStation fans want, Indiana Jones. I mean, seriously? Nah. And I keep on saying this, and I'll tell you, chat, this. It's crazy, it's insane that you all don't own an Xbox now. It's crazy. I don't understand why. Because if you all go to that console war crap, that's a waste of time. When you all go out there and listen to these guys saying, "Oh, I buy my games. I support devs and all this," that's all bullshit. Listen, money.
The test determined that was a lie. You are not the father.
Yeah, exactly. Money is meant to be in your pockets for you to spend for other stuff. Money is for you to spend to pay your bills. Money is for you, to go out and enjoy, take your wife out to dinner, also to take care of important stuff. That's what money is for. Gaming is entertainment. It's not a cult. It's not like a freaking God thing. No, it's not. Gaming is entertainment. That's why back in the day, what was Nintendo? The entertainment system. And that's what it is. This is an entertainment system. Now, console wars, right? When it was a Super Nintendo and Sega, it was fun. But now it's just got too damn personal. I mean, we got people in here jumping into saying, "Oh, these goons need to get drug tested." Man, come drug test me. I dare you. I dare you hop in my house and come drug test me. I'll drug test you right away. Don't worry. I'll drug test you right away if you want to. Don't worry. I got something that can drug test you right away if you want to. And why the hell you got to drug test me? You crazy? What, you calling me a junkie? Man, you don't know me for be calling me that, man. Seriously, I don't understand why you got to get personal with this. And I'm the nice guy out here. I'm a nice guy.
And if you notice, it's always some random account.
Exactly. Random account jump in.
And they're going around. Instead of you playing games.
Exactly. Instead of you
playing games. Podcast talking crap to us. But we thank you for the view, though. Thank you for the view, though. Don't increase our metrics, so thank you.
It's like how I say, though, we are out here to play games. I mean, look, Legal last night was calling me like crazy. He was calling me like this. Lou, where's Lou? Where's Lou to hop in the show? You know what Lou was? Lou had the cell phone charging over in the other room, right? And I was busy playing Star Wars because I saw Legal playing this game, and I said, "Legal's not. I don't know if Legal's gonna call me because he said it was gonna be early afternoon." Man, I hopped into Star Wars at 7.
Let me say this story.
And I went. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so we were gonna do the show. Everybody knows this. It's too funny, man. Yo, this is funny stuff.
We're supposed to do it since like Friday.
Cook.
Oh, Sunday.
We're supposed
to do it since Friday. Because I'm the one who first started, asked for it to start. That's right.
So I hit up Realist. We're gonna do the show. Okay. Spartan, I take part. We're gonna do the show. All right, I got Lou in. All right. So we're all coming up with a right time because we're all working today. So I decided 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's go in. Because if we get the dragon like we're doing tonight, we got all night. We don't have to worry about nothing. We can talk. Everybody can get what they have to say out. We don't have to rush.
Just like one of the Dragons did on Saturday night. Yep.
Man, I mess around, right? I get on Wukong. I figure out how to get on Wukong and play. I notice that I'm getting.
Before you say that. Listen, no. I gotta give him credit on something. He did. Okay. New Legal deserves the credit. He deserves the credit. I like going all night. Britney Spears.
Hold on a second. Wait. This is personal now. Wait. Brittany, I know you're here. Remember, I'm a moderator here. Just to let you know, just like in my shows in the morning. Remember, rated G, PG, no PG-13 or R. Keep it chill. All right. Okay, keep on going. I got to warn her because I know where she goes.
Hey, Lou, you gonna stop bringing them weirdos over here on Di-RRec?
Legal.
Man,
I gotta give you.
I don't understand what this love of Britney Spears. I don't get it.
I gotta give you
every day.
No doubt. Legal. Before you continue, I gotta give you Mook Show credit. Cause shout out to the homie JyzalGamingTV, right? You know, he got the attention, he got the views. We know how he get down. So I'm not trying to accuse the homie or nothing. He was just letting people know. But because, he's a popular account, when he let it be known, his tweet, it goes, it gets popular. I won't say viral, but it gets popular. We all know the homie JyzalGamingTV, right? But He tweeted about that hours after you was already doing it. And if you don't believe legal, like he said already, you can already rewind to hear what he already said. He already claimed it. He was busy trying to figure out Wukong on GeForce Now on his Xbox. He was doing that before most of y'all was even considering how it was even possible. Shout out to JyzalGamingTV for letting the wider audience know, but the new league was doing that before any. I didn't even consider doing that, and I could have did it. That means you bought the game on Steam, didn't you? You have an RG Ally. You could have installed it there, but you're a console dude, and you would have played on your console. So you figured out, use the Xbox browser, log into GeForce Now. You had to fiddle with it a couple times because if you notice, I don't know if you kept them videos up or if you took out the failures already, right?
Yep.
But you had been trying to do it.
Test my failure, Sig, 4 times.
Right? Until you, I peeped it, and I peeped it, and I peeped it. So shout out to you, New Legal. It's no shade on the homie JyzalGaming. It's just that his account, you know, he's a popular dude up in our community. That's our brother. So of course, when he tweets it, there's gonna be more eyes on it. But the New Legal was the innovator. Just like I always say, it's Vodka and Flip deserves to be on the Guinness Book of World Records for doing a podcast on the Xbox or any console live. They were the first ones to do it because they figured out that Edge browser. And you did the same thing with GeForce on that Edge browser, and you deserve that, and you deserve that recognition, brother. I had to put that out.
So Mike Johnson, real quick, because I saw you mention that Xbox is making zero money on this game.
Hold on, Lou. I gotta finish my story.
Oh, go finish your story. I was about to tear him up.
Yo, Ozg, what's going on? Jeremy Merchant. I'm gonna send Jeremy Merchant on you, bro. I'm gonna have him fly, get a passport. I'm about to go to Dominican Republic, Jeremy. Got to handle some business. Now look.
Oh, you better come, man. We can go out eating, drinking a beer. I'm telling you. That's big. That's big right there because we got together, had a beer together. That's big. And the same goes for everybody. So you guys in chat. Y'all want to come to Dominican, want to hang out with Lou, just DM me. Say, Lou, I'm going to Dominican. Doors are open, man. I'm not joking, man. I'll take you out. We'll have a beer, have a cigar, have great conversation. No, because listen, out here, I know a lot of people like to have these debates and everything, but me, I'm a nice guy. Come to my country if you want to join up. Let's go. Let's have some fun. As long as it's peaceful, no harm done, everything good. You know, we'll go out, have a drink, and have some fun. That's what I do.
He's only saying that because he will hurt you if you get him mad. Now, anyway.
What's the story, man? What's the story? Go for it.
So about 7 o'clock, y'all. 7 o'clock. Well, I'm playing Wukong.
He'll take your fingernails off with a tweezers and a blowtorch. You better watch out. Don't be messing with him.
I even got my sister in here messing with me, man. Yo, I love you. Thank you for coming to mess with your little brother. Ain't nothing to it. Yo,
go to bed.
Yo, West Tennessee in the building. Look at it. West Tennessee in the building. So it's about 7. I'm looking because I'm trying to time it. So I see that I'm playing about 2 I'm at 2 to 2 hour mark. And I'm trying to, so now I'm on that boss. And I can see it getting past 7, but I'm like, yo, I gotta beat this boss. It's the big head baby boss that just been killing everybody. So like, just to give you a little glimpse of it, me and Rillis were talking about it. Rillis said, you beat the big head baby? I said, yeah, I did. He said, how many times it took you? I said, it's somewhere around 7 to 9 times. It wasn't like a whole lot, but I was getting my butt whipped by my tournament, and I'm a showcase it, so I had to beat him. He said, man, I'm gonna ask you, man.
Pamela, I knew it. I knew it, Pamela. I knew it. You were lying to me. You played for 2 hours and 42 the first time, and then 3 hours the second time, Pamela. It was a 5-hour run. I knew it. I was like, wait, no, you played that thing for 5 hours. Like, no, I only played for 2.
I did.
I knew it.
No, look.
I'm looking at it right now.
I know I went over 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It was 3 hours ago. My bad. You did it.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, that's
my bad. I misread.
I know I went over 2 hours, and I was saying, Lou's gonna call me. Y'all, this is a true story, y'all, because this shit is funny. I was like, Lou's gonna call me. And I'm sitting, please don't, but I'm saying to myself, please don't call me. Because I'm actually loving this game, and I'm trying to beat this boss. Lou's not calling me. I beat him. And like I was telling Rilla said, it took me like 20 to 30 times to beat that guy. So I said, okay, I got off of it. I said, let me get the show started. Paul Rillis up. Rillis like, yo, I could tell when he said it, it's just something. Something's got him. I said, yo, you ready? He's like, man, I just got some food with the family. I said, okay, no problem. Look, eat your food. Eat your food. Don't worry. Let me call it. Spartan is always on key. I don't care. Spartan can be on a mountain snowboarding. I'll tell him, yo, we finna do a show. Give me 5 minutes. That's just Spartan. He's always want to just sit around. I hit Spartan up. I'm ready. I get the six Slayer. I was like, yo, sick. I'm trying to get everybody else to go. Let me get a hold of. Let me make some phone calls. He said, all right, I'm on standby. Sick was there. I get the loop. Nobody's answered. Look, I said, damn. Nobody. I'm blowing up his phone, y'all. Not answering. So I said, damn, let me call Rillis again because we got to do the show without Lou.
Yeah, who's playing with that controller because we can hear it. Sorry, Legal. Who's playing the game because we can hear it.
Right. Look. I call Rillis again. I told you, man. I'm eating. I'm still eating. Oh, that's right. My bad, Rillis. That's right. You did tell me. So now I'm sitting here. I said, damn, it's not like Lou because Lou said we're going to go tonight. So I'm calling Lou. Y'all, I called Lou so much. He didn't pick up. He just wouldn't pick up. It got to be around, it got, 10 o'clock or something? I gave up. I said, forget it, man. Right when I said, forget it, y'all, and stop calling him, this fool gonna text me, Famo! I said, what the hell is he talking about Famo now? Ain't no Famo. I've been trying to call you all day. Now watch this, y'all. I said, Lou, no worries, forget it. Dog, try not look. Lou, no worries. Forget it. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, Lord's will. All right, get out. Real quick, not guilty. Who's playing on an Xbox controller right now? You man, get out.
Yeah, we can hear the click. I'm like, what the hell is playing?
Look, y'all. Today, Lou called me. We're talking. I said, hey, Lou. I said, man, I was trying to call the hell out of you. I said, everything all right? Everything? He said this, y'all. True story. He said, yeah, everything was all right. He said, yeah. Listen, man. He said, well, man, I was going to tell the truth. I was stuck on that damn Jedi Survivor game, fam. And I couldn't come off of it. Man, we started laughing. I said, he said, we were gaming. I said, damn, you telling me I didn't have to come off that Wukong? You really didn't have to come off that Wukong. He said, you're not going to believe what time I got off. I said, what, around 11, 12? No. He said, I started around 7. I didn't get off to 2. And I was so into it, but I didn't want to tell you that I was playing the game. We just kept laughing. But that's the beauty, right? Yep. The beauty of it is that when you start playing games, what I'm trying to say is gaming should always dominate. If y'all are in a game and you tell me, hey, I'm playing a game, we're not doing the show, bro. We're going to be gaming. We're going to have a good time. And that right there just tickled the hell out of me because we were both excited to play a game. We were both into it. And even though Wukong might be more popular, but for everybody that don't know, I'm going to say it right now. Look, I don't care what your pockets look like. This is just video games to me, y'all. Mm-hmm. I don't care. You're not going to make me feel less because I'm saving money on video games, right? Guilty. Look, not guilty. AEC Vic, not a PlayStation because I don't hear your thumbs crash.
Well, I mean, look, man, I'm glad we're having this full disclosure. Look, I'm glad we're having this full disclosure because, like today,
PG-13.
Hey, Leo, this full disclosure, man. You know, like, look, because I thought y'all did the show last night, and so when you called me, and I saw people were playing Outlaws, I said, "So how are they playing Outlaws?"
Outlaws.
So let me see.
Thing.
let me see if I can play Outlaws. Man, I've been playing Outlaws. Y'all started the show. I said, man, I'm listening to whatever you said, UGK, whatever you said I was listening to. I was playing Outlaws, man.
I mean that's the thing though, guys. I mean, last night, this is something about me though. I've been for like the last 2 or 3 months. I've been running away from these long ass games. It's like, man, I don't play long ass games.
But they're all long.
No. Wait. I mean, I was playing Broforce. I was playing hockey. I was playing
Broforce. My homie plays Broforce.
Oh man, Broforce is a shit. Broforce is a shit. I keep on playing that. Oh my god, no, Broforce is a shit. I know what.
Oh, get Expendables. It's free.
Oh,
get Expendables.
Oh, I'm getting that sucker. I'm getting that sucker. That's my game, man. Broforce is my game.
Steam, though.
Man, you know what I'm mad about? Man, you know what I'm mad about? I was like, man,
I'll be right back. I gotta get that Ubisoft Premium because I'm about to play that Star Wars game tomorrow.
Man, you know what I was mad about? I gotta tell you what I was mad about. That it wasn't on mobile. I was like, damn, this game should have been on mobile, man. I would have been playing in the office, my damn Broforce.
Yeah, that's what legal getting all the subscriptions,
man, they could do it. They could do it.
Bro, so legal said he about to get Ubisoft Plus. He just got Nvidia. He's about to get all the subscriptions, huh?
Yeah, he's about to get everything.
Hey, man, and these subscriptions are the future. But here's one thing I want to say about a story. That's what we're talking about, games that, are respected. And we see that Wukong is a solid title and people is liking it. We know it's going crazy in China, but everybody else seems to respect it. Good grades and all of that, right? Yeah. We in the spaces last week, right? And, I spot Paris, right? He hops in. We was talking some good stuff, a great conversation about the industry and how people could be hurt. Oh, no, it wasn't no console war type of nothing. No, bro, it didn't drop down like that, bro. I'm telling you.
You don't stop speaking people's names on Di-RRec Gaming, man.
Bro, it was all good. It was no drama. No. This is what I'm saying to you. In fact, great conversation. Even after he left, great conversation continued on, right? In fact, afterwards, look at my Twitter account. I thanked him for coming through, right? And then and because of him, the whole situation has snowballed into a great conversation where PlayStation guys, Xbox guys, we was all talking, as equals about games, and how we as people could be heard by the peoples and the powers that be, right? So just before all of that, like the space was very positive even before then, right? And we was also saying, the PlayStation port of Wukong is lackluster. The PlayStation can do better than that. That's not the PlayStation fault. That's the developer's fault. 100%. Why is it honest, fair truth like that? We're actually defending the PlayStation in this situation, right? Made the toxic ponies run away, and we're like, we don't understand this. But you know why we don't understand? And yes, Jeremy Merchant, we could talk about that. I already bought the game on
Oh, dear Lord,
and because of that, I get access 4 days early. Woo! If you're a Gears head,
I have part 1 to play through. I have part 1 to play through on here on Steam. I gotta play through that part 1 because man, what I saw was like, oh baby, I gotta play second.
And part 2, if you're a Gears head, as a little side note, I've been saying this for months now. If you're a Gears head, this is the game that's going to tide you over till E-Day, because guaranteed that Gears of War and they've influenced each other, right? I guarantee you, Gears of War is heavily influenced by Warhammer 40K and now vice versa. So
absolutely,
that game, myself and New Legal, and I think he has a friend of his, we will be playing that co-op day 1 because it's cross-play in the single player and in the co-op modes, in all modes. A beautiful co-op game. But I found it so funny that we're in a situation where everybody's talking about games as equals, right? All the platform and console war shit was out the window, and even Mike Johnson just agreed with me, right? That's Wukong is a poor port, as Digital Foundry explained, and it makes sense too. They're not used to doing that. They'll learn it and it'll get better, right? But it chased the toxic ponies out of the chat, out of the conversation, because all they're really there for is to divide us all. Yeah. Right? That's what I want to say. It was it was mind-boggling to me until I sat there and I thought about it. The only reason they were even among us in the first place was to start bullshit, not to talk about games and gaming and what's great about games. They were just there to be divisive. And look around you when you're having conversations and you're not there to start shit, and you see there's other people there ready to start shit. You need to shun and exclude them. because they're the ones who's going to bring it all down for all of us.
100%.
He just said a lot of true things that you need to pay attention to that he said, right? But there are other folks out there who's out there to cause bullshit and divisiveness and drama and anger, and then they're going to point at you as a console warrior, fanboying and starting wars.
So
watch for that.
So let me go in real quick with Mike Johnson because it said Microsoft are making zero money. Listen, Mike, real quick about that. You're saying the developers' fault with everything that's going on with the game. Do you think that with the game of the state it is, how it released on PS5, let's say it released the same thing on Xbox, do you think Xbox was going to bank with that game the way the state of the game is? Nobody was going to bank on that. These consoles aren't really banking on this. That's the thing, though. Like I keep telling y'all need to wake up, read the room, because, listen, I did a lot of digging this weekend over Steam numbers and everything, and I'm telling you, it is estimated that out of the 10 million sales, 8.4 were just on Steam. 8.4 million. So the rest is on Epic, the rest is on PlayStation. So, okay, PlayStation made a couple bucks. Cool. Epic.
Oh, that's right. Bucks, I never even considered Epic. That's right. It's also on Epic. Right.
It's on Epic. But the one who made the money was on Steam. So what does that tell you, Mike? I mean, at the end of the day, Xbox, with the condition it was at, would have made a big bank on it. Now, what Xbox,
not only that, they would have started more negative crap too. That's
exactly. More negative crap too. That's true, because that's what this media looks for. Because, Mike, listen, over this weekend, right? We saw something. I was like, man, why the hell they got to bring this up? We saw that they were pretty much patrolling out their media and the fanboys. Everybody was saying, well, this is a PlayStation game. And we all told, no, it's not. It does said it's not an exclusive thing. Oh, yeah, media was keep on trolling this. But when the game came out at 7:20, when Digital Foundry did that video, all of a sudden, boom, we got an article about the Series S. What does the Series S have to do with all this shit? And then we've got right away, right, the whole Conquer situation popping around, right? And what else did they bring into the table? I don't know what else they brought into the table, but nobody spoke on it. But the real Xbox fans were the ones speaking on it. Media, where are you guys on this? Why aren't you guys calling this in the middle? I mean, let's make this company better. But shit, a couple of us, they sold. Listen, no, I don't care. They sold. Listen, the money's at the software, Mike Johnson, not in the hardware. You need to understand that. Software is where the money is at. I keep telling you all this. It's a couple bucks they're making right there. At the end of the day, you saw
razor blade model. It's old. It's older than any of us, man. That's the technique. It's not the systems. It's the games that make money.
It's the games that make money. That's right now. That is the service and content. Even Sony's looking at that because, like I said, with the console sales, I told you guys the other day they sold 61 million, but the revenue was down 44%. But what was up was services and games. It was 20% up. I mean, I'm telling you, that's where the money's being made. Y'all don't want to believe me? It's out there. I mean, seriously, y'all think because it sold consoles over there in China? I would like to see how much they sold. How much did Microsoft make?
Good night, Talos Ray. Thanks for coming out.
I'll tell you how much they make because, listen, in just 3 days, I'm telling you, they're going to make big bucks. They're going to make even more than what Wukong is out there making. Because that Call of Duty beta is gonna really spark the mark right there. They're gonna make way more than Wukong.
Because look, hey, because I don't know like how they compile the numbers. Because I know that for any company outside of China to do business in China, you have to partner with another company or venture partner, whatever they want to call it. So Tencent has what I think is called WePlay. So out of those 10 million, a lot of them came from WePlay, the Chinese platform too. So we don't really know what the breakdown is. And a lot of people, I've heard estimates of PlayStation selling about 750,000 of them. But we know the majority of them are coming from the PC. They also say that PlayStation is selling consoles in China because of the game. I don't know. But we know that the majority of them are on those platforms. I'm interested to know if Steam has to go through WePlay or Tencent to do business over there, because it seems like a lot of them are on Steam because the concurrent players are like around 2 million at all times, and I know they're not all just no life in the game. They didn't get a week off, right? They got a couple days to play the game. What's the word on that from what y'all was saying earlier?
I have no idea because I haven't seen any articles or anything. I just seen people are talking about that. I figured like it could be just a rumor and people are talking crap like, oh, China's forcing them to play the game. Yeah, I mean, Chinese are real duplicitous and blah blah blah. But I haven't seen it anywhere myself. I just heard talk. I don't see no headlines, so I don't know even if it's real. I'm not gonna sit there and say it's not real or it is. I don't know, But like, it's a popular thing. It was on PC. It should have blew up. And there's billions of Chinese, so 10 million 8 million or whatever ain't really that big in hindsight, right? Because we always say, yo, if the PlayStation player base is so big and then you only sell, 3 million copies of the game, is that really impressive? Not so much, right? So I don't know. I don't even know if that stuff is true, man. But I'm not going to sit here and make claims.
We know Jim Ryan. We know Jim Ryan thinks it's not impressive, so it's not impressive.
There you go. That's not impressive. Then that's not good.
Hey, shout out to Jim Ryan, man, the man responsible for buying Fire Sprite and bringing us Concord.
Because another rumor I heard is that instead of Concord, instead of making this game, they made Concord instead. And what game am I talking about? SOCOM.
Superman.
No, SOCOM. That's what I'm hearing now. That instead of making Concord 8 years ago, that they made SOCOM. But once again,
you believe that?
That's a rumor. Look, I don't actually. I'm just bringing up that it's a rumor, right? But I could also see how it's plausible because the reason they made Concord, because if it took them 8 years to make the game, what was hot 8 years ago? Overwatch. So they tried to make a game just like it, right? They thought, oh, we'll make a game just like it, and boom, we'll make easy bang, right? That's why I told No Legal to put back up what King Thrash had said earlier, right? Because the ironic part of it, he said that and trying to flip it on Xbox, that's what literally what PlayStation does. Right? So with these gas games, that's literally what they think will save them. They had 12, they canceled half of them, and they've released like 1 or 2 of them, and there's 4 left. Right? So that's not good. Legal's not here to be able to add you back because I guess he's trying to get that Ubisoft thing. But I'll message you. But there you go. And I was wondering if that was going to happen to him.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see the breakdown. That's all. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. As long as people are out there playing and enjoying the game. It is kind of sad because I'm hearing. Is it true that they're saying it's delayed indefinitely on Xbox?
They use the words delayed indefinitely, but that's what the press used. I don't know if that was their official word.
It's going to be in Baldur's Gate type situation. They're going to announce it. Listen. And that game is being heavily advertised with Hisense right now. It's that Wukong, man.
So it's probably just their technical issue. When they figure it out, it will come out, and they don't know how long that's going to take. And they have no ETA. So when they figure it out, they'll figure it out.
Listen, this game was heavily promoted by Tencent. I mean, Tencent doesn't play it. Tencent is out here. I mean, it showed its claws over the weekend. That's what people don't realize. I even talked about it this morning. How powerful Tencent is. I mean, look, did you all know that China has 635 million video game players? Y'all didn't know that, right?
And counting.
Just in
right,
China.
And only
just in China.
China,
it has 1.4 billion people living in it. I mean, that's pretty much nearly half our video game players. I don't know what they use. I don't know if it's on computer, mobile. I think it's all there together, right? It's all included, right? So, like I said, in order to find the information, you got to really dig in because, China has got a lot of websites and you really got to dig into the information, the websites and everything. I mean, I did a lot of digging over the weekend over this subject because I wanted to come to the world and tell everybody, hey, listen, while y'all console warring, this monster right here became number 1. I even showed it on my YouTube channel. This bitch right here became number 1 in the video game market, and that is Tencent, and they don't even have a console. And they became number 1 in 2022. I
was about to say they've been number 1 for a while.
For a while. Nobody talks about that because everybody's focused on this console war thing. Nobody focused on the software wars. They focus on the console wars. This is why Microsoft is out there. Okay, let me port this over here. Let me port this over there. Let me try to become number 1 because, man, they're battling a beast. They're battling a tech giant that could become an XMS. They can become an XMS just by the people alone living in that country. They could become an XMS. I'm not telling you they could become $1 trillion company out of nowhere. They can.
No, look what you like. That's what I was gonna say. before the Chinese government started messing with Chinese companies, they were worth $960 billion.
Billion, yeah.
Yeah, so they'll bounce back because it's. I mean, the reasons for them losing their valuation are kind of, I guess, synthetic. So they'll be back. But yeah, they're a monster, and they're invested a little bit in a lot. Like pretty much every company, they own a piece of it.
Everything.
Before Microsoft closed on Activision, they had to pay 10 cents. Before Sony closed on Bungie, they had to pay 10 cents. So they own a little bit of every company.
Yep, I mean, Tencent is everywhere. I mean, you want to know something? Top Gun, when you start the movie, guess who's on there? Tencent.
10 cents.
They're everywhere. They are freaking everywhere. They got a piece of them. I mean, they're one of the biggest companies over there in China. I bet you. This is me just sending out a theory. I bet you that the employees that got sent home, I bet you those employees in that company they work for, they were part of Tencent. I bet you that Tencent's got to have a little piece. And Tencent told them, hey, listen, send the workers out there, give them the money, tell them to buy this game to support us. 2 million players on Steam. They literally broke a record. On a bad ported game, they broke a record. That's insane. That is insane. Because at the end of the day, right, and I keep saying this, everybody's like, oh, it didn't go to Xbox, so Xbox didn't make any money. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The way that game is looking on the PS5, I would rather wait till it gets fully finished. I mean, and you're talking to a guy that loves to play Souls games. I mean, I was really hyped up for the game. I'm a Souls guy. I beat Sekiro. I beat Elden Ring. I am a big fan of Souls games. Big, huge fan.
Oh, they told me it wasn't a Souls game, Louis.
Oh, man. They told you that crap? But, man, it's a tough
I
game.
said I'm not sure if it's a Souls game, but it's not as much a Souls game as others, but it is. But not super like it's not
it's a Souls game. If you want to because you remember the whole RPG argument. Well, this is an RPG and this is not. So it's like you're gonna break it. You're gonna break it down that you don't lose your XP when you die. Things like that. But you reset your enemies. The whole thing. God damn, Louis. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say
a new Elden Ring. That's basically what it is. It's that same kind of vibe.
But I was going to say something, Mike. This is going to have the Cyberpunk effect. Do you remember what was the Cyberpunk effect? The Cyberpunk effect was that the game came out, sold a bunch, but once they patch it up, it sold even way more. Literally, Cyberpunk was at 13 million when it got patched up. We got people returning it. Then it got back, and now it's back at 25 million. This is what's going to happen to this game. Once the game is fully ported.
Well, you had that cartoon too, or anime, or whatever.
Which one?
The anime that came out on
Cyber Runners.
Yeah, something like that. That was the thing that made people say, "Oh snap, this anime is dope. Oh snap, the game is just like that." And you could actually find the items and stuff that they were wearing and blah blah blah. And it made people go back to the game and find out, oh snap, they fixed the game, because a lot of people didn't know the game had already been fixed for a while at that point. Yeah. So yeah, and it put eyes on it. You're right about that.
I mean, I was even one of those guys that went out there and bought it when it got fully patched. I was one of them right there when I got it fully patched, because I have a story with the CD Projekt Red and Witcher. I lost 30 hours of gameplay in Witcher. You know how painful that is to lose 30 hours of gameplay in Witcher? I mean, that's a lot of hours in Witcher. I lost that. So when CD Projekt releases a game, I said, wait a minute, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a couple of years to fix it up, because I know it's gonna have a save problem. And guess what? 2 weeks later, it did have a save problem. I was like, thank God I waited. And man, I was happy when I bought it. Fully optimized. One of the best games I played this generation was Cyberpunk. Such a beautiful game. Once they released that damn patch, and that's gonna happen with Wukong.
So Louis, did you play Cyberpunk on last gen or current gen?
Current gen. And
you had issues with it?
No, when it got patched, no. I didn't. When it got patched, no issues, not at all.
I never had
the first time you played it? Was that the first time you played it?
Yes. I mean, I waited for the full patch because, like I said, with Witcher from CD Projekt Red, I lost 30 hours. I lost 30 hours of Witcher. You know what?
Oh, so you were already used to them and their shenanigans. You already knew that they were like that.
I was like that. I said, wait a minute.
Me too. But I played it day one and didn't really find that the bugs were that big of a deal to me.
I'm not going to risk that. No, I'm not going to risk that, because let me tell you something. I beat The Witcher right after that, and I'll be honest with you, I did not enjoy it. So next time I said, I got to replay it, and I can't replay it because in my head, I have that idea that's going to have a save problem down the road. I hate it. Now with Cyberpunk, you know, waited for it to get patched, and let me tell you something, I really enjoyed it, and I hope I can go back to Witcher and replay it the way it's supposed to be played, because it took me 2 years to beat Witcher 3 because of the damn issue. I was like, man, I gotta wait till they fix it or anything, and I had to go back.
What platform were you playing it then, on 360 or PC?
Xbox One, and then
Xbox
One X.
Yeah.
They were
that was pretty bad ports back then.
I went to CD Projekt Red and told them, hey, listen, I have an issue. What the hell? You know, this happening. I lasted 2 weeks talking to CD Projekt Red, crying my tears. I was like, no. And you know what they told me? Go back to an old save. But wait, I'm going to lose 30 hours. It don't matter. It's the same problem. I'm like, fuck you, man. The hell with you all. So, yes, right then and there, I went back 30 hours. And then I had it in my gut. I said, you know, I got to beat this game. 2 years later, I beat it. And it was from that 30-hour point. I didn't even start from the beginning. I said, I'm not going to start this. I'm just going to finish it to finish it. And man, it was a painful finish because I didn't really enjoy the game properly. I was done. So now for Cyberpunk, I waited 2 years, 3 years. I got a full patch, played it, and I was like, man, I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it. I have fun. That's what's gonna happen with Wukong at the end of the day. Once they get that full port out and everything's working fine, that motherfucker's gonna sell on consoles like crazy. It is. It's gonna be one mean sale right there, and I'm happy for.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do good like Elden Ring does. And if you notice. I'll bring up Elden Ring because that was another type of game that the new league all of a sudden he lost his mind on out of nowhere, right? Nobody thought he would. It wasn't really his type. We didn't expect that out of him. But, you know, it resonated with him. And then look at Wukong, man. We were supposed to have this podcast till Friday, but the game captured his heart. And he had to experiment to even get it, you know, the running the way he does, right? And it caught his heart. So it just goes to show the game can be out there. And that's another reason why I said what I said about the PlayStation version. The PlayStation could have done better than that. It's not their fault. And instead of like agreeing or whatever, you know, adding to the conversation, all the naysayers and the people who want to, you know, all make it all divisive, all they did was run away. And I found that strange until I found it funny later on.
But hey, at the end of the day, though, like I say, I just want the game to do well. I want all games to do well. At the end of the day, I want people to play games, enjoy your games, no matter what. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Play your games, enjoy your games. That's what you gotta do, man. If you want to play at 720, go for it. I'm not gonna judge you for it. But for me, like I said it this morning, I'd rather wait. For my personal opinion, I'd rather wait. But if y'all want to play it, go for it. And then come around and talk to me about it because I like to hear y'all's opinions. That's what I tell everybody. I got no problem with that. But at the end, Legal, listen. No doubt. We gotta go to bed. It's 12:50 here. It's late.
12:50, man. Look,
we did the same thing on the way Dragons did.
You're right, Dolomite. Hey, I play Lords of the Fallen, and I'm not trying to stop, man. I just got to get with my man Knowledge. We got to finish that up. But thanks to everybody that came out, man. Everybody that came out, be a part of this session. You know, it's like Lou said, man. Wait till the end of the week, Legal. There's going to be more coming, and he's never wrong, and it's always something. It's always something. But we're here, man. We here to hold down. We down here to hold down the Green Emerald Fortress, man. That's what we do. We're here to have the common sense, man. We're here to just put out the knowledge that we know. It's not rocket scientists, man. This is just gaming, y'all. The main thing is just game. It's not really all this talking, but we're in this era now where we're talkers, man. We got a bunch of people talking, so it is what it is at this point of this gesture. Because I mean, that's all it is, man. You got a lot of people talking. That's why none of these games are selling. Not a lot of not the industry's unhealthy. We got more people talking than what they're really supposed to be doing. I mean, if we're really supposed to be gamers, we done heard the whole narrative. I own everything. We've heard it all. But at the end of the day, what's happening is not measuring up to what the audit or the audio is basically putting out. So the audio has to match the visuals, y'all. We got to get out here, man. If you're a PlayStation fan, get out there and support Concord, man. Pay your $40 and play that game. And stop bitching and crying, man, because your games don't sell. Like Lou said, man, y'all are too scared to call it what it is. And that's all the companies, all y'all in cahoots, man. But at the end of the day, we know who the ones who are really making sure that the industry is healthy. That's us. The pockets is what y'all want. If we're not putting out our pockets, it ain't nothing happening. So at the end of the day, it's the gamers who make a dollar this industry, and that's what it is, man. And as long as you know that, then you can respect it. You know, you don't have to fall for the okie dokes for everything. There are good people that work in this industry. People are just trying to make a living, man. So at the end of the day, we come out here to talk, just to bring some sanity, bring some clarity, the best we know how. We're not saying we know it all. We're not saying we're geniuses. But like I've always said, man, prove us when we're wrong on this Di-RRec Gaming Show. Come up on here and prove us like we're wrong, because as far as I'm concerned right now, man, we just been on the tear since this whole generation started. I mean, you got people out here daring to make prophecies and stuff, man, because they so secure in what they say, because they're just being genuine. That's all I can tell you. It ain't like they're trying to be Mr. Know-It-All. It's just when you're genuine, when you're actually a student of the game, you're confident on what you say. So at the end of the day, man, shout out to everybody that came in the chit chat tonight, man, making this thing fun. Shout out to Crazy Loop Gaming, representing Xbox International Podcast. Eternal shout out the same, representing Xbox International Podcast. Shout out to Spar 117, who's just sitting there chilling. He's probably playing a damn game right now. Probably playing.
We all hear it. We all hear it.
I'm not even playing. I'm just refreshing my screen and waiting to see.
Oh, he's got the OLED. Oh, you got the G. Look, my man's got the OLED. I talked to him.
The G4? Oh, my boy.
You got the G3. But I
talked to him. I'm still jealous.
Look, he works his ass off, and
That's
you need to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I got my man Six Slayer in the building as well, and I got Realist One in the building as well. I just want to say thank y'all for coming out with me, man. Y'all know we could do this all night with our eyes closed, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We can do this with our eyes closed. We have fun. This is just, we're passionate, and that's what it's all about, man. So remember, always keep it gaming. Always keep it gaming. Never let anyone take the one-up away from you. Everybody deserves an extra man. I go by the name of the new legal, represent Di-RRec Gaming. Hey, we're here to bring streets back to gaming and gaming back to the streets. We out of here. Peace.